What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. We're live. I hope I sound good. I hope I look good. I hope this works. I busted out the wife's laptop. The audio looks good. How's the visuals? Hey, visuals don't look too bad. Old School was in here. I don't know where he went. But, man, we finally got some football tomorrow. Less than 24 hours. The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if this works fast. Right here. Will we get a preview of Zeke at center? Brando, the best moderator in the game, right there. What's up? Daniel, happy Saturday to you. Hope you're doing great. Hey, guys, look, I the Surface Pro that I usually use that was gifted to me by Cowboys Blog went crazy on me last weekend. I busted out the wife's laptop. So, Coach Dante in the house. He's a Texans. We got two Texans in here. Two Texan fans. Coach Dante, Eastside Herald. Good. What's up, guys? Hey, Coach Dante's a really good dude. You guys sub up to him. Football is here. Absolutely. Travis Frederick Company. You're absolutely right. Hopefully, we get a panel in here. We'll see what happens with that. I'm going to put the link in the comment section and pin it. Copy link. Come over here. Hey, man, we're doing good, Deontay. We're doing good, man. You know, just trying to do some good things and talk some good ball. Let's see if I can pin that. Bada boom, bada bang. I think this might work. I just got to get some people in here and get the panel going. But we got some football, guys. And I will be streaming the Dallas Cowboy preseason game tomorrow as that will be the thumbnail. The thumbnail that you're seeing now, I will use that thumbnail to get that done. If you want to watch the preseason game, and obviously I won't stream the game, but if you want to watch the game with me, I'll be live. I think that's the first time that I've ever done something like that right here on Cowboys Corner. So it'll be very, very cool to share that experience with you, break down what I'm seeing in real time, and get the comments from you guys in real time. And we can all just watch the game together. So that's pretty exciting stuff happening tomorrow. And there could be some special guests popping in and out as well. So we'll see how that works. But we got a game tomorrow. And Cowboys released their depth chart. Cowboys champs actually sent that to me. And Trey Lance was number 3. I don't know if Cooper Rush is going to start tomorrow or not, but we'll see. Yeah. Micah Parsons did take a rep yesterday at running back. Yeah, he's having fun out there at camp. They're all anxious to get this thing going, just like us Cowboy fans. We've been talking all year long, as 1980 would say, the I think season. And the players are anxious. The fans are anxious. And the fan morale is down, guys. There's a lot of people, a lot of Cowboy fans that are really down on this team. And when you lose the way you lost against the Packers, what can you say? When you don't make any moves in March, what can you do there, right? Then you bet on Tyler Guyton, Marshawn Neal, Cooper Beebe, Josh Rodgers, these draft picks, you bet on these guys. And the morale of Cowboy fans is just down. But I think that when the season starts and we get some wins and, we start stacking those dubs and the defense and these linebackers, the corners, the safeties, the defense of tackle position, how does that look? How does Mozzie Smith develop into that role? From what I'm seeing, he looks faster off the snap. He looks disciplined. we're going to get to see a good look at Mozzie tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Just like right here, Chris said, forcing myself not to buy a new Dallas Cowboy hat this season. It's been tough, trying not to cave in. And, that's how a lot of people are feeling. Chris Cowboy, hashtag 66, or number 66. What's up? What's up? What's up? And, that's just what it is. The Dallas Cowboys, man, they're a roller coaster for everybody. And, right here, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Everybody's down. The stock is down for Cowboy fans. And I don't blame you guys. I'm optimistic. I'm one of the optimistic fans because the core pieces are still here. You got guys like Trayvon Diggs. Yes, he's coming back from an ACL injury with overshown, but I'm liking that. You got this is one of the things I bought this offseason, a couple of Cowboy Cups. I seen him at Ross. I had to buy him. I'm a sucker. What can I say? And Jerry has a lot to prove here. He's 50-50. And, there's a couple of guys, that were the same, 50-50. OG was going to come in here, then I don't know what happened. Let's see. OG, where did you go? Well, we'll see what happens. You guys you got any questions for me? Put it in. But this depth chart, I was talking to you guys about that, and then I get distracted. See, I'm like, ooh, there's a squirrel. Ooh, there's a squirrel there. CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Brooks, Tyron Billy Johnson, and then Racy McMath, Dante Burnett. Those were the wide receivers. Where was Brandon Cooks at? Am I reading this wrong? Oh, there he is. There's old school. Right there. Show him on stream. See if this will work. Get that this way. Oh, gee, what kind of hat is that, man?
It's a cowboy hat.
Is that a bucket hat? What you got?
Yeah, I got this in Mexico.
Oh, when'd you go to Mexico?
Last year.
Oh, okay. Nice. What part?
Cabo.
Yeah, Cabo. No. Why would I be jealous? I'm brown. I can go to Mexico whenever I want.
Yeah, but can you get time to go though?
I can make time.
Slanging trucks all day, so.
Yeah. And trailers. Don't forget the trailers.
Oh yeah.
Hey, how excited are you for this preseason game, OG?
I'm pretty excited.
Why?
Why
are you excited?
Because I want to see some of the things that Trey Lance could do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see his mobility moving around the pocket. I want to see his quick decisions. I want to see his weaknesses, and I want to see his strong strength. And I want him to get all of those jitters out of the way and get back to playing football again. And run when he have to and put the ball where he needs to, and then just get his timing down with the receivers. That's what I want to see his mistakes. I don't want to see his goods and his bads. That's what I want to see. Each game.
We got a question here from Chris OG. He says, is Dak Prescott an elite enough quarterback to get us into the playoffs with less than what he had to work with in the past, including O-line, running back, and the wide receiver core? OG, what do you have to say to Chris about that?
I don't. Should I pass on that? You want me to answer that question?
I want you to answer it. Oh, fifth quarter.
I don't think he has enough. I mean, he's going to do well against these teams that we're playing in our division. And it's a team that.
Hold on, fifth quarter. I got to get you in here somehow. Hold on.
And it's
go ahead. Go ahead.
500 is going to give him trouble. So I got him winning no more than 11, 10, maybe 10 games, 11 games this year. And they will be probably playing a number one seed again. Well, not number one seed, but have a game at home. And if they do that, he has to find a way to. They got to find a game plan for that. Either they gonna bring in Trey Lance to help them, and if they're gonna start Dak Prescott the first half, they need to figure out a backup plan for that. If you struggle in the first quarter, I'm sorry, we cannot wait around any longer for you guys to score points. That's the problem. We ain't waiting around no more longer to see can you score points in the playoffs. If you wait around, you will be sitting at home again. It'll be 4 years in a row. 4 years that he has not advanced to the title game. So we'll find out more.
Yeah. No. Fifth Quarter Cowboys joined us. If you guys missed Freaky Friday yesterday, I highly recommend you guys to tune in and peep game that. Good show, good audience, good conversation. Yep, fifth quarter's right there. Fifth Quarter Cowboys, what's up, man?
What it do, man?
Hey, Chris asked a question here. I gotta go find it. I don't know how to. So everyone knows the Surface Pro took a dump, and now I busted out my wife's college laptop, and I'm using that. It's actually working better than I thought. But this is what Chris asked, Fifth Quarter Cowboys. He said, is Dak an elite enough quarterback to get us into the playoffs with less than what he had to work with in the past, including O-line, running back, and the wide receiver core?
I don't think it would be about him. I think it'll be about play calling, coaching, and what the defense would do. If that defense could do their job and stop the other team from scoring and all that, and give our offensive chance, Dak could probably be a decent enough bus driver to just manage it out. Because like I always not by any means am I calling this that Ravens defense, but I always use the Trent Dilfer analogy when it comes to this. If we could have the defense step up and play enough to keep the other team from putting 7 on the board, and it would come down to how Dak is coached, play calling, and all of that. And if he could just manage, just be a bus driver, then yeah, he probably could.
Okay.
A bus driver.
Okay.
But just him, like everything on him, even with other shit going wrong, absolutely not, because he gets too nervous, and he still has happy feet. But if like we've been saying for years, if everything could go right, then yeah, I think so.
Here's my take. I don't think we always talk about this. Dak Prescott needs a lot of stuff perfect in order for it to work.
Yeah.
He has, like someone said it, he needs that offensive line to click. He needs the running game to click. He has to get college open. Those wide receivers, we talked about that last night, fifth quarter.
Yeah.
Those wide receivers have to get college open for Dak sometimes. A anonymous player told Jane Slater at the end of that Packers game that Dak panics after the first read. So let's say CeeDee Lamb isn't there week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Can he really handle taking this team without CeeDee in here against the Browns in the Brown Stadium? His back's against the wall. New defensive coordinator. No CeeDee Lamb. Running back by committee. Wide receiver by committee at that point because they're good. Am I breaking up or am I good?
You
guys hear me?
Going out for a second, but we got you now.
Dang, I was cooking too. What did I say?
You good? We pretty much heard everything.
Oh, you heard everything?
No, I didn't hear everything. You cut out.
It was just bouncing a little bit.
I didn't hear everything. Just finish up. Don't worry about fifth. Just handle your business.
What? So, I think I don't know. This is gonna piss me off. I think.
What's it doing? Muffling?
I mean, buffering.
I don't know. You tell me. What's it doing?
It's staticky.
There's no static.
Is it? Well, you guys.
You
All
can't
right,
hear
you guys
it.
do this. I'll
It
be
is
right back.
static. Huh?
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You guys handle this. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. So check this out, right? When it comes to Dak Prescott, the offense, the coaches, and the things of that nature, everything has to pretty much go right. If there's an instance where Dak Prescott really needs to be an all-around quarterback, 100% as far as using his brain, feet, and arms, then things won't go right. When 2016, when this O-line was clicking, when Zeke was running through the league, Dak Prescott didn't have to do much. Zeke should have got that Rookie of the Year. Dak Prescott didn't have to throw that much because we was running down. It didn't matter who you put in front of us. We went up there to Philadelphia and beat Pittsburgh like 30-16.
Right.
Zeke had that long touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Then against Green Bay, not Green Bay. Was it Green Bay? Yeah, we kicked their ass in the regular season, but they beat us in the playoffs. So Dak didn't have to do much.
Right.
Round exit, first round exit, second round exit, things of that nature. So if he can do,
What do you use it, OBS?
oh my God, you're on mute that. You were doing just fine. Why are you listening to OD? Your audio was not that bad.
I still sound like crap.
Or you
echoing.
I'll be right back.
So like I was saying, Dak Prescott. Yeah, he got to exit out. All right, we good.
Okay.
What you really want, honestly, y'all, and I know people hate to say it because Cowboy fans, we're so scared to take risks. You want a young guy in there like Trey Lance.
That's what I'm trying to break it in. Yeah.
At this point, what do you have to lose? We haven't won nothing.
Right.
What do you have to lose at this point? We ain't won shit, y'all. First round exit, second round. We ain't won nothing with that. So what the hell would it hurt for Trey Lance to go in there? You get some young, fresh legs in there that can run a little faster, that can see a little better, that's a little more accurate. You need to do that. If you want to see something different, put something else different in there.
Right.
That's the only way, man. That's the only way. Like, we could talk about what Dak can do. Can he do this? Can he do that? Man, look at all the things that we say need to go right, man. This is NFL.
Right.
Shit don't go right.
It don't go right. Yeah.
Shit don't go right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, we ain't seen Trey Lance. He ain't played that. San Fran got rid of, man. So what?
Right.
Dak Prescott been the quarterback of this team since 2016, and we ain't got nowhere.
Right.
Trey Lance is trash. I saw you said it the first time, but I ignored it. I really wish you would come on and try to tell us why he's trash. Tell us what is the trash quarterback to you? Come and tell us.
Right. Because we have a trash quarterback right now.
Like, come and tell us what's a trash quarterback. Y'all just be blurting out stuff, man.
Yeah.
What is trash to you? You ain't seen him under this system. You don't know what he can do with a CeeDee Lamb or anybody. You don't know. You barely saw him do anything the same. You don't know what he can do out here.
Right.
But I get it though. Y'all hate change. Y'all hate change. Y'all think Dak is y'all savior. You got a young quarterback under this roster right now that can be developed, that can be better than he was, and he can be better than he was in San Fran. We don't know what they can do with Trey Lance over here.
Right.
Choker. When Dak is a choker. He might be talking about that. Like, what will it hurt at this point? We ain't won shit with Dak at the helm. Put something else in there. Put some young legs in there. Put Trey Lance in there. He can run, man. Y'all do not want change. Y'all guys on the first round overall draft pick quarterback. That's just not realistic, man. And a lot of look what happened to Josh Allen, Josh Rose, and Sam Darnold. Look at these guys. Look at all
Can
these.
you hear me now?
Yeah, you good now.
I don't know what the hell.
I want this team to get good. Like y'all gotta understand. With the guy that's been in there running the show, it ain't nothing happen. No matter what wide receiver we bring in for him, no matter what offensive line we bring in for him, we the one that got the boy from India. I could never remember his name. The boy from Indianapolis. We didn't have Amari Cooper.
I know
CD
you're
Lamb,
talking about Hill.
Brandon Hill.
Talking about Hill.
We went and got Hill, Cooper, CD Lamb, Cooks. You name it, we done went and got them.
Dalton Schultz.
How many tight ends we done been through since Jason? When you name it, we done went and got them. It ain't them.
Mm-mm.
If y'all can't see it, what the root of the problem is at this point, y'all got issues, man, and y'all delusional. Y'all think something gonna change with Dak. Dak is who he is.
Right.
Like Cowboys corner said, he's a regular season MVP. He's the regular season GOAT.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of these games, we ain't really played top talent when it comes to that. We out there bullying the Giants 40 to zip. We bullying the Giants. Come on, man. Couldn't even beat the fucking Cardinals. What type of Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde shit is that where you bust 40-0 on the Giants, but you get beat by the Cardinals?
And not only that, they got beat bad by the Cardinals. They couldn't score no points. Who didn't even make it to the playoffs?
Who didn't even fucking make it? So y'all got to make up y'all mind. Y'all don't want to see no change. Y'all don't want to see no Super Bowl. Y'all really want y'all prize boy Dak to get y'all the Super Bowl, and it's just not gonna happen.
So
and it's unfortunate, but it's not gonna happen. Cowboys corner said something about 4 years ago. He said, "However long we got Dak Prescott, that's how long we gonna suck." And he ain't been wrong yet. And that's sad as a Cowboys fan that you got to say that, and you've been right all these fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
You've been right all these goddamn years to say something like that by your starting quarterback and it's right. Y'all don't understand. We want to be proved wrong sometimes.
Right.
We don't want to be right by this shit. We've been fans. Most of us been fans longer than y'all because a lot of people are younger than us in the audience. But with Dak Prescott back there ain't no Super Bowl about to happen, bro. Because you got to. That's when it get down to the tough teams.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about him; it's the organization too. You know what I'm saying? It's the environment that they allow. DeMarcus Lawrence got on TV and said they ain't beat Green Bay because they was tired. Like every other team that was in the playoffs hadn't played the same many games as them. But that's the environment that they allow over there. Bro.
Hank was tired though.
And I want to reinvent. I want to say one small thing first. I mean to cut you out, but
no, go ahead, OG.
All the teams that done, except for Detroit, but all the teams that have done well. Kansas City had a problem with Alex Smith. They moved on. San Francisco had a problem with Garoppolo. They moved on. And then they went and got Lance, but then he got hurt. It didn't work out with them, so he moved him on. And so they went and got somebody else. And then Green Bay had a problem with Aaron Rodgers. And then they couldn't take it anymore. The fans had enough of it, and they said, "We're gonna get you on out of here, and then your replacement's here." So Jordan Love got him to the playoffs. He was thinking it up at first. Then all of a sudden he got his shit together and he started playing pretty good ball. And they lost against San Francisco in that game, but they tried, they did their best, and they lost. And Baltimore moved on with they got Lamar Jackson, and they moved on from the guys that they had before. That they moving on. They hold on to somebody for so long, and then all of a sudden you get tired of it. Like, okay, we're done. We're out of it. and that's all I see with that. I mean, there's no knock on him, but that's the point in time where you got to say, damn, man, we need to move on. We're trying to get to the bowl. Either we're trying to get the Super Bowl to win it, or we just trying to sell tickets and just play for fun. That's what basically what it comes down to. Are you gonna continue to fool us?
The OG break up.
I think so.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, he's back.
They fooled us. They fooled us for last. Built this pretty good defense now. All of a sudden, now we used to be like, man, our defense suck, man. We suck shit. We was getting our ass whooped, man, years ago, man. Now we couldn't, and then now we start building our defense up. Now our defense is decent now. It's getting better and better. But then the offense has not catch up yet. Offense has to catch up. And you see in the Green Bay game. We were playing from behind all of a sudden, oh, well, they want to let Dak Prescott the reins out. You was down 28-0, and the Packers were thinking about the next game. They was thinking about playing San Francisco. They was like, okay, we're done with the Cowboys in the first half. Let's go ahead and put this to bed, and let's go and play in San Francisco. That's a shame. And we can't have that mentality at all. So
listen, man. My bad, OG. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fifth.
Listen, man. I don't care how you splice it. Right. We can talk about it, and I be on Dan Quinn. I always look for what he did in that game. But at the end of the day, as the way that the pedestal y'all put him on, the level y'all say he at, the money that he feel he deserves, you do not do that in a playoff game if you're the quarterback you say you are. Even if you're losing, not like that. You don't get out there and stank it up like that, like you never played football in your life. It's like Cowboy blogs say, you keep happy feet. At this stage in your career, you trying to get a second contract and you're declining offers because you think you're worth more. If your money was about regular season games, then yeah, of course. You're right there. You're right there in it, bro. There's only a few that might be better. A lot of fans just hate to let go of something because they hate change. They hate to start over because they feel like, oh, I don't want to start over. We have such a camaraderie. We have a camaraderie of what?
Right.
Of what? Y'all ain't tired of putting y'all jerseys back in the closet after the first round? Y'all ain't tired of putting the Cowboy gear up after the first round or the second? Y'all ain't tired of that? We haven't had a reason to wear a Cowboy gear in the NFC title game in ages.
Right.
And y'all don't think this man Dak has had everything.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Dak has had everything he needs to get to where he needs to go. Right. And I be on the defense a lot, but there are teams out there that have shit defenses, but the offense can score. The quarterback is good. So much talent wasted on that offensive line. It's all gone. Zach Martin is the last key on that piano, on that old school piano that sounded so good, that created such a sweet sound. All the other keys are gone. All the new keys ain't even been tuned good enough yet.
Whoa. Who ain't tuned?
In reference to all the old guys that we could have won a championship with, I'm not talking about guys that aren't good. I'm talking about the original Great Wall that didn't get an opportunity to win. I'm not talking about guys. I'm not talking about talent-wise. I'm just talking about, I'm speaking on the talent that we wasted that isn't there anymore. Right. That's what I'm speaking of. I'm not talking about talent-wise. Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, Tyron Smith. We didn't appreciate Doug Free. I didn't. Ronald Leary. I keep stating and Cowboy Champ said it last night, 2014 and 2016. Oh, my God. Them 2 years, that offensive line, look what DeMarco Murray did in 2014. Look what Zeke did in 2016. Like I said, if you don't move on from him, we're gonna get the same goddamn results. Because there's
Right.
nothing more, honestly. And we can talk about Jerry with Lamb all we want, but Jerry has made big steps when it come to getting guys for Prescott. We gave up a first round for Coop. We went and got T.Y. We went and got C.D. Lamb in the first round. We went and got Brandon Cooks, who every year in his career was a 1,000-yard receiver until what? Until he came to Dallas.
Right.
Damn. Yeah.
Until he came here, he was a 1,000-yard receiver everywhere he damn went.
Yeah.
The man cooked steak and shrimp in every house he went until he went in the house where the stove didn't work as good.
Right.
Damn.
Everywhere he went. Randall Cobb. Can't forget about Randall Cobb. Thank you,
Right.
Cowboy. Thank you, Randall Cobb. We went and got veterans. We went and got everything we needed for Dak to succeed. You give another good quarterback all the pieces we had, including that O-line. I'm not saying they get into the Super Bowl, but they ain't no first round exit. And I don't give a damn who the coach was. It's about having that dog in you when the lights are the brightest. And Cowboys Corner always talk about when the lights are the brightest. Guys like Tober didn't shine, and guys like Simi Fehoko didn't shine. Goddamn, man. When they turn on the extra lights in the playoff, Dak don't shine. It looks bad. We throwing interceptions, rookie interceptions in the playoffs. Oh, but you've been bullying up on these other teams all year. Nah, man. Y'all got to accept change. And change is putting a young guy in Cowboys blog that one show. Hey, listen, he's dropped the quarterback.
Right.
Like it's a young man's game. That position is a young man's game. You lose your peripheral. You lose your instinct.
Is that a new?
You don't trust your arm no more. As you age, all those things start to drop.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is the GOAT. Closing to 40, he got sacked more than he ever did in his career because you start to lose things that kept you on your toes early on. And some guys lose it earlier than other quarterbacks. And Dak that's why we be like, he never played football. He's getting older, bro. He's getting older, bro. He can't move. It's just time to go.
You know what? But you know what? That really should. He really should be at his prime because he's 31 years old.
Right.
He should know every type of defense, every type of coverage. He should be already used to that.
Yeah.
And once they get to the 30, you have maybe a 3 or 4 year before you really start to decline. But the fact remains, Dak keep making rookie mistakes, especially when he sit in the pocket and had time to think.
Cowboys Up blog said, podcast said, that's a false statement. The quarterback position is not a young man's game. It's a veteran's game, like Tony Romo said. The older they get, the better vision you got on the field. All right.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
Wait.
Hold on.
But what happened in the playoff game, though? Where that vision come from?
No. Check this out. Chris, Cowboy Up Podcast, my dude. You guys subscribe to him if you haven't already. This is a young man's league. Tell me the ages of the quarterbacks that were in the divisional round, the championship round, and in the Super Bowl. And tell me it's not a young man's league. Aaron Rodgers is falling off. Matthew Stafford ain't sniffing another Super Bowl.
No.
Kirk Cousins isn't going to get anywhere in Atlanta.
No.
When we say it's a young man's game, look at the statistics and the analytics. If you truly believe in analytics, you'll know this isn't a old man's league. This is a young man's league. Go ahead, Ted the floor.
And he said that's bro. Listen, bro. When we analyze Dak Prescott, fans tend to put Dak Prescott in the realm of elite quarterbacks. The older Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and all those guys their vision probably got better. Dak ain't none of them. He's not none of them. We talk about a fourth rounder who should have reached his peak by now, and he's still playing pathetic. So you talking about the older they got, the better their vision got? Who we talking about? Who we talking about? Because the last time I checked, I only know Pat Mahomes 27 years old, and that man was 3-time Super Bowl champion.
Right.
It made it to the Super Bowl 4 times.
The league is in that position. Bro, you can't say that position is not a young man's. Yes, it is, brother. Yeah. You shouldn't have telling me a quarterback at 35 is better. Bro, how many quarterbacks that was terrible for 10, 12 years that just kept a job?
Right.
So you telling me the McCown brothers got better as they got older? No, they sucked their whole career. Just because some guys got older, their vision got better, don't mean that that's universal for every quarterback. You're talking about elite quarterbacks that was already good that just got better as they got older. That doesn't apply for this guy. That doesn't apply for Dak. You're talking about guys that were already good that probably moved around a lot but got better as they got older. We're talking about a guy that didn't have that vision then or ain't got it now. See, this is the same topic me and Cowboys Corner dealt with back in 2017 when we was on a different platform and people was telling us, give Dak 3 years. They hit their stride in 3 years. 3 years from now, we'll be having a different conversation. Well, we're in year 8 now, and we're having the same damn conversation.
Same conversation.
We're having the same conversation.
Same thing.
So because they coddling him.
That team are giving up these young quarterbacks left and right to find the right guy.
They ain't gonna play no preseason. Waiting on that this time.
Go ahead, Corn. I'm telling y'all.
He talks about patience, right? So Love just got his second contract. Purdy is working on a second contract. The boy up in Jacksonville just got a second contract. So these quarterbacks Zach got their second contract, right? So when you look at when you boil this down, how do you give up on
you? See, you got me cussing these people out. Hey, that's your friend Chris. Fuck him.
Why?
He talking about this a Dak hater show. I hate motherfuckers that say that because we don't agree with what they say. I'm gonna get off here. I ain't got time for these ignorant pieces of shit tonight. That's so stupid to say. It's not a Dak hater show. I defended Dak all season last year. Again, me and you went head to head. Now I'm a Dak hater because I'm saying he ain't this. Boy, go eat some shit. Scumbag bitch.
Oh my goodness. He must be drinking. You drinking? You got tequila?
I am drinking. I'm sorry.
All right. Hold on. We're getting too careful. This is a conversation about the Cowboys.
You shouldn't have called me a fucking hater because I hate when people do that shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We gotta hold on.
How y'all guys doing tonight?
I'm good, brother.
Hold up.
God, we can't talk about Dak to nobody. People are to my hater, man. Fuck. Get off your knees, boy.
When teams sign their quarterback to a second contract, you got, let's say they drafted in the first round. That's a 5 years. You got the 4 year plus the 5th year option, and then let's say you sign them for another 4 years. You're banking on a 9-year window to hit something. If you don't hit playoffs in the first 5 years, what does that tell you? Now, you can hit the playoffs 3 years in a row like Dak just did, or how Patrick Mahomes just did. But Pat Mahomes is going to stick with the Chiefs for life because he has 3 rings to back it up. Dak Prescott has a 2-5 playoff record. And he's not signed yet. So it looks like he's going to have a new team next year because he couldn't get the job done. It ain't giving up your patience up on these quarterbacks. There's a window that you have to hit it. And when you hit 30, the Super Bowl window is closing tremendously. What do you think about that, Champs?
Oh, most definitely. That's why when young teams, when they draft offensive line, running backs, young wide receivers, and they draft a young quarterback, depending on what round and whatever. They're bringing a veteran to be that that stop gate. No, but they know that stop gate until that young quarterback is ready to play. But yeah, when you get to 30 and you haven't had any success like Dak has, yeah, their window just about closed. And then and really it's up to the whoever organization, head coaching, whatever they plan on, they the one that's gonna have to take advantage of it. And right now, it's not working for Dak. It's not. We went 12-5 for 3 years in a row. The first 2 years against San Francisco in the playoffs, the defense did help the team to be in position to win, but the offense screwed up. Against Green Bay, it was both sides of the ball. Dak supposed to be this elite quarterback, according to what people said, but it's not. He's not. He's a bus driver. Matter of fact, he's an old bus driver now. Until I'm not gonna mention that any GM, but until you figure out what direction you want, uh, it's not things are not gonna get better for this team. And it start with another quarterback. I know they brought in Trey Lance to see what he can do, but Trey Lance is really he just like a rookie. He don't have the experience, but he do
That's true.
need the time.
That's true. Yeah. It was easy for the 49ers to give up on Trey Lance because you had Brock Purdy there, who already had playoff success in his first 2 years. So Trey Lance was always hurt in the 49er world. So it made sense for the 49ers to give up on Trey Lance because they had a younger quarterback like Brock Purdy and a veteran in Sam Darnold to back that up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now,
you have to trust.
Go ahead.
You have to trust your franchise and your GM, right? Can we trust Jerry Jones to move on from? Because there's no quarterback signed beyond this year. There's no Dak. There's no Lamb. There's no Rush. There's no quarterback signed beyond this year. Can OG? I'll start with you. Can you trust your GM to go draft a quarterback? OG?
You there, OG?
Okay, fifth quarter. Can you trust Jerry Jones to go draft a quarterback?
Yeah. I mean, he he ain't really like, yeah, maybe at this point, I don't think when there's a position that need to be the main focus point, it seemed like they sometimes get it right. Like they knew after DeMarco Murray and after that 4-12 season that Dez was hurt in 2015, what we needed. We knew Tony Romo was coming back. We didn't know he was going to get injured, but we knew he was coming back, and we knew DeMarco Murray was gone. And even with 2015 bringing in Dan McFadden, who still had 1,000 yards, we knew we needed something young and fresh, and we went and got Ezekiel Elliott in 2016. We also drafted Dak 4th rounder because, Tony Romo with the injury thing and things of that nature. Bringing Cooper Rush in was beneficial to us when we needed him to step up when Dak was injured. And I feel the same way about going forward. If they lose Dak, Jerry's going to do what he got to do to make some type of splash at that position. And I can definitely see them drafting a quarterback. Especially if we have a like I predicted, I'm guessing, in my opinion, an 8-9 season. They'll definitely draft a quarterback if they lose Prescott. We'll draft the quarterback high. I think they will.
So you can trust the Joneses to get it right.
Well, I can trust them. I can trust them to do what they need to do at the quarterback position. Getting it right, you flip a coin with a quarterback. Like I brought up earlier, Josh Rosen, Johnny Manziel, who Jerry wanted, and Steven talked him out of it, and then getting Zach Martin, and what's the other guy? Sam Darnold. So even if you get a high draft, it's still a coin toss, but it's just about the dedication to you trying to make that position better. And I do trust them to do that if they lose Dak and they don't try to, use Trey Lance. I can definitely see them trying. I can definitely think we can trust them when it comes to that position, because if Jerry gonna do one thing, he gonna get him a quarterback to keep that revenue coming in. Because like I mentioned last night and last week, Jerry Jones he treasures the quarterback position. Those are his money maker. Tony Romo sold a lot of jersey. Dak sold a lot of jersey. We ain't gonna talk about the jersey. Troy Aikman, so he loves his quarterbacks being the model guy for the team, and I think we can trust him.
What about you, Champs?
Hell no. Hell no. Jerry, no. Man, Jerry haven't drafted a quarterback since in the first round since 1989. Troy Aikman. And that was a gift. And that's because he had Jimmy Johnson there as the GM. And since 1996, Jerry, well, let me phrase that. Since 1994, when Jerry officially took over after Jimmy Johnson, the quarterback room for the Cowboys has been horrendous. And it comes the fact remains that Jerry Jones, a billionaire, trying to play general manager team building football like he's playing on Madden. This is not Madden. This is the real NFL. And then he always hiring advisors. What the hell advisor gonna tell him that us regular fans don't already know? We see the same thing that a lot of these scouts do once they put their reports up. And for that, Jerry Jones, I don't trust Jerry. I don't trust Steven. Man, both of them, if they want to do right by the fans, leave the football building aspect to somebody else. Now, you talk about a young man's game, yeah. Get a young GM who has a better idea, know how to bring in players, or what scheme that you're trying to what scheme you trying to play on offense and defense. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, OG. Can you trust the Joneses to draft a quarterback?
Hell, shit. I don't know, man. It's been difficult for the last since '95. We ain't had a guy in here, man. Well, we had a couple guys that they can't injure them. When somebody can't get us there, so no, I don't trust them right now.
I'm confused by the question. Are we saying we trust? I guess I'm confused by the question.
Now the question was: do you trust Jerry Jones, the idiot GM, to draft a quarterback to replace Dak Prescott?
But you OG answered the question like as if he asked y'all, do y'all trust him to draft a good quarterback? You don't know what's good because he could be a first round bust.
Yeah,
I just said I trust that he would. I just said I trust that he will do the right thing about attacking the position if Dak is gone.
I'm gonna reinnovate that. So Dallas did have drafted a lot of bust quarterbacks. They have drafted these guys in the past and they didn't work out. So
that's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is if Dak is gone, I think they will draft a quarterback, and I don't think that they will purposely try not to get somebody that's not good.
Right.
It's a coin toss. But I'm saying what you don't trust is what I'm asking. You don't think they will try to get a quarterback?
No, they're going to try to. And you're looking like a lot of Cowboy fans are talking about Connor Cook and Paxton Lynch, right? Why did those quarterbacks fail? They failed for other franchises. Would they have failed with the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm just confused.
And so with Jason Garrett and all the quarterback coaches that came through here, how would that help development? And so we can use the Connor Cook and Paxton Lynch as an example, but how would they have looked here? And so Dak Prescott, Tony Romo, these guys fell in their lap. Undrafted free agent, a 4th round pick. Dak Prescott is where Trey Lance is at right now, third on the depth chart, before the preseason even started. So I don't know what Will McClay looks for in a quarterback to go want Connor Cook and Paxton Lynch. Like, what did they like about those two guys? And then those two guys, why did they fall flat on their face? So when you boil this down, where do the Cowboys trade up to go get a quarterback? Do they stay put? Like Aaron Rodgers drafted 26th overall in the first round. Russell Wilson was a third-round quarterback. Where do they feel like a Dak Prescott replacement could be in next year's draft? It's not a very good quarterback-friendly draft to begin with. So do you go sign a veteran? Do you keep Trey Lance on a 2-year deal? Do you keep Cooper Rush? Like, that $40 million that Dak Prescott's on the books for, that's not disappearing. That $40 million is sticking to the next contract, no matter what next year.
Right.
And also, we don't know who's gonna be the head coach.
Right.
What offensive philosophy we're gonna have next year?
They're Shooter Sanders again.
Yeah, I keep seeing that.
If Dallas could find somebody that could show us some promise and having a decent percentage completion, run the ball when necessary. These is the fundamentals of getting to the Super Bowl. Take care of the ball in important situations. Don't throw bonehead interceptions. Run the ball when necessary. Check out of a play. And if you don't like it, don't throw it there. Don't force it. And make small mistakes. They will be in the Super Bowl. That's all they need, is somebody they can depend on. They can get them there. This is my team. I don't care about stats. I care about going to the playoffs, and I care about winning the Super Bowl. If they can find somebody with 75% smart, being quarterback is a mental thing. Either you 75% brain, and the other one is that's mental and physical of 25%. That's all they need. If we could get I don't want to say if we can get that from Lance, but if we can get that from him, just something, show us something. And then have us some promise. Have that promise to say, hey, Dak, you ain't the one right now, so I'm going to take over and I'm going to get this team where it need to be. If we would have had that in the Green Bay game last year, I'm not saying that we would have been close to probably winning it with the hunger of this team. Because Dan Quinn was a letdown on defense. So hopefully this year would be a better in Zimmer. So that's all I'm looking for, man. The replacement of him. So I don't know if Lance is the one. We will find out more about Lance, though, these coming preseason games. And hopefully, if it doesn't work out with Dak, throw his ass in the season games. But if we can get the small little things to clean up those details, Lance has to figure out if he wants to play professional football, that he wants to be the man for the Dallas Cowboys and take over this team and leave Dak Prescott in the past. He has to be a better person on the field. And his character is good, is decent right now because we ain't heard anything bad about it. They have covered Dak Prescott past stuff for him. All his allegations, they covered that up. Dallas Cowboys, I must say the Jones have done their fucking work on that. All his allegations and everything. They done their work. So if Lance could clean up his act and come in and play good ball and show us, I don't need to see a stat guy in the preseason. I just need to see you show some promise in this preseason. And then if we can get you in the season to show some promise, if Dak ain't the one, then get us there. That's all I'm saying. You gotta have two. You gotta have two mindsets going into the season, and you can't be afraid to take chances. And people are scared of a different flavor. And I'm ready to move on. That's all I gotta say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Drop the mic.
Okay.
That's it. That's true.
I just think there's a window, right? I always talk about this window.
Right.
I'm very optimistic this year. I think we can have double-digit wins. I think we can get into the playoffs.
What makes you say
Can
that?
Dak? Because we haven't lost any of the core pieces. The core pieces are still here, OG. 1980 in the building right there. Here we go, guys. I just think that this draft, this future draft, 2025 draft, there's not a lot of good quarterbacks there.
Right.
But Dak Prescott's window's closed, so you got to do something.
Right.
Coach on a lame duck year. Jerry, someone said it in there. It's a prove it year. Backs against the wall. Mike McCarthy has to prove it. Dak has to prove it. Not only did Dak have to prove it to the Cowboys, but Dak has to prove it to 31 other teams.
Right.
And Mike McCarthy has to prove it. You know, this defense, these players got Dan Quinn the head coaching job single-handedly for the Commanders. As bad as Dan Quinn looked against the Packers, this defense still got Dan Quinn a head coaching job. 28-3 in a Super Bowl and choked it. And he has another opportunity to go coach a head coaching position in this league. It's all about what the product you put on the field and how they execute it in the league.
Right.
And Dak Prescott, his back's against the wall, big time. You know, Dak can't afford to get hurt. Dak has to go out there and prove it. What do you think, fifth quarter?
Hey, before we move on, I heard something about soreness in the foot.
Yeah, it was a precautionary thing.
So is he back in the boot, or he just twisted ankle, or what?
No, he just took a day off.
Yeah, like I said, I just stand by what I said, man. I see your boy came back in the comments. He said to prove my point about the young man quarterback, the last 15 quarterbacks except Patrick Mahomes, veteran quarterback Tom Brady, and Manning, Russell, Joe Eli. Again, we're naming all elite quarterbacks. Every quarterback isn't going to be a top dog. So, and then even with these guys you're naming, all these quarterbacks won their Super Bowl. And when every one of these quarterbacks won their first Super Bowl, they were younger than Prescott was right now.
Right.
Except for
what'd you say, Fifth?
Except for Peyton Manning.
They were saying he was 31.
Hey, Fifth, go back. What you just say?
Peyton Manning was 31 when he won his first one in 2006. I said every quarterback he's naming, they were all a young man when they won their first Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is still a young man.
And plus, they salary cap. The salary was affordable before they hit that second.
Right.
And Peyton Manning was 31. If I'm not mistaken, Prescott is 31. So your point is kind of binding to what we're saying, because you're naming all veterans who are all Super Bowl champions, but when they won their first one, they won it as a young man, and as they got older,
won it before they were 30. Peyton Manning.
Yeah. So and the only exception to the rule is an anomaly in Tom Brady, who was great throughout his whole career. You know, he's that's up there with LeBron, Michael Jordan, all those guys. So we can't even count him. But everybody else, they didn't. Peyton Manning got one because he went to the Broncos with that good defense, and Eli was a young Aaron won one and ain't did shit since. Everybody else got older, they got replaced.
And Joe Flacco, that Raven defense was still good.
Yeah, so they got replaced. And I like your point right there. He said those quarterbacks were young and not making money. Exactly. They were Super Bowl champions with probably $100,000 in the bank, $200,000 in the bank. And this man ain't won shit. He sit up here declining new contracts. He said Manning had 2 MVPs and a conference championship game appearance by 31 years old. See, that's what I'm saying. They weren't making money, and they was young as hell. That's why we saying it's a young man's game. Shit,
Matthew Stafford is rare, though. That situation with McVay and getting in there, it's
that was rare.
You won't see that probably for another 50 years.
And we talk about this all the time with the comment you got there right now that Dak is the 4th round. We always talk about that. I don't think Joe Flacco knew. We always talk about this. We say this all the time. We have to take a step back and say, damn, he was a 4th rounder, but then we like, listen, bro, 4th rounder or not, this deep in your career, there are certain things you should know.
Well, you know what? Tom Brady was a 6th rounder.
But he's an anomaly, though. He's an anomaly.
But I'm just saying he was a 6th rounder with 7 Super Bowl victories. So that argument is that's null and void. When you get to a certain point in your career as a quarterback, you supposed to already be able to see all these different mistakes that you used to do when you were a rookie. You're supposed to be making all these same mistakes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's just the point of this. It is a young man's game. When you're trying to get somewhere, when you're trying to, Dak Prescott has made his footprint in the game for being good in the regular season. He hasn't done nothing for us that we can hang our hat on. And we got to stop accepting participation trophy in regular season Super Bowls. We need the Lombardi. I don't understand how that's not like we always like to put up. No, Dak did this game. Dak this season had this many touchdowns. Dak was at home watching the Super Bowl like the rest of us. Because him, and along with that defense and along with his coaches, couldn't get the fucking job done.
Okay. Again, this my opinion. The problem what they made with Dak outside his rookie year, they tried to make him something that he is not. You neglect the offensive line, you neglect the running back position, but you try to put more emphasis on Dak to throw long, to be air Dak instead of being dink and dunk with Dak and run the ball. More of a balanced offense instead of just passing everywhere. That's on the identity of this team, what they want to be, and they don't have the talent for that, especially with Dak.
I'm sorry, bro. You who you are, where you trying to go, how you smash Green Bay, how you beat these other not Green Bay, how you smash the Giants, beat the other team. You don't get to the playoffs and throw 2 picks, man.
You don't.
You just don't do that. I don't care how y'all. Everybody throw picks. You don't throw 2 picks. Those reckless picks in the playoffs. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. You just don't do that.
And what really was stupid 2 years ago against the fucking 49ers. Cowboys were driving. Who the hell Dak was throwing to? Red. Throwing crucial interception in that game. Go ahead, Cowboy Corner.
LA was 38 when he won his first Super Bowl. That's rare. That has not happened since.
That's John Elway too. So, like, what?
And then they had a running game.
It hasn't happened since. It's rare. Matthew Stafford winning that Super Bowl with the Rams was rare. Peyton Manning winning his first Super Bowl at 31 is rare.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, the window's closed. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my goodness.
I had to step away for a minute. What was it?
1980 ain't coming in here.
What are we talking about?
Rephrase
the question again.
Well, say again, I got to head on out, but I'll definitely be on tomorrow.
You're gonna be on during the preseason game?
Oh, you know I am. 325.
Yeah.
Who you watching? Who you watching tomorrow, champs? Before you go.
I'm looking at Mozzie. I'm looking at Tolbert. I'm looking at of course Trey Lance. The whole offensive line, right, and the defensive tackle position.
You You forgetting a big piece, champ.
Running backs?
No, Overshown.
Oh, I mean, I think O'Shawn gonna be good this year.
You think he's gonna play tomorrow?
Hell yeah.
Probably.
He
Yeah, I think so too. I think
he's
so.
definitely getting out there. He's getting out there. Hell yeah.
Yeah, even with that, man, from what I heard, that boy he's flying.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, he's flying for sure.
Flying.
Yeah, he's flying. So yeah, he could be out there.
Somebody said left
All right,
tackle.
champ.
Yeah.
See you.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Take it easy. Yes, sir.
See you tomorrow.
OG, what you looking for tomorrow, man, with this preseason game? This first game of the year.
I'm looking for the secondary. I want to see this Carson ball. I want to see him come up, tackle. I want to see his coverage.
Seatbelt Carson.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm not calling him that.
Seatbelt Carson.
Go ahead, OG. Go ahead.
I'm looking for him to make plays on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking for him to be very physical, put his hands on the receiver, and show that instinct we've been looking for while we drafted you to come in here and play ball on the other side of Diggs or take Diggs' place or figure out a way. We got that secondary, see what we can do, because they got beat down last year in the Green Bay game in the secondary. The secondary has to pull up his britches tomorrow, tighten them with them britches up with some belts and tighten those shoes up real good. Come up and I want to see some physicality. We probably won't see. I don't want to see Hooker. I want to see Hooker replacement tomorrow, and probably won't see Donovan Wilson, but we may see a little bit of him. We don't know, but I want to see how physical they are. They got their ass handed to them in that Green Bay game. I'm not sure that a lot of the starters will play, but if they do get out there, at least give us a couple of snaps and then go on the sideline. And we may see Lewis, but this is the year the defense has to show us something in the secondary. They had to come back and show us, hey, we got our ass whooped in the Green Bay game, and we're not going to have that happen throughout the season anymore and when we get to the playoffs. I want to see that. And if you're not going to come up and tackle, hit, and cover, and be careful on your penalties and watch your hand placement, stay your punk ass on the bench or give somebody else the reins so they can come in and play. They got beat down in the Green Bay game. I mean, beat down. They got torched.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to see. And I want to see more. I want to see what Trey Lance can do tomorrow. Just show me a small little snippet. You can take control of the offense and be careful on your completions. And if you do bad, that's fine. I forgive you. If you do good, excellent. If you throw a pick, I forgive you still. I understand. I done seen many a picks in the last 9 years, 9 years since I've been watching this team from another guy. Right? So if you show us some, you can drive the ball downfield and then on the consistency, you can show something. If you have a couple of incompletions, that's fine. Man's wide up. You have some problem, you're learning. You're still getting better. But it shows what you can do, and then I'm happy with that. And then I want to see the running back game. I want to see who's the running back that's going to take control in this game, who's going to be more physical. Now, I'm worried about Dowell and his running the ball because of his injury. Them injuries to the lower body, they ain't no joke. So they may not even play him because he's injury prone. They call it fragile. We will find out more. I heard he's turning up in training camp. Hell, that's training camp. They're not very physical. They're not there to practice with the Baltimores and the Steelers, guys that like to hit. Them guys that like to hit, like to bring the funk in Kansas City and then lay you down and then tell, hey, man, I'll help you get up. I'm going to kick your ass on this play, but I help you get up. If we can have that kind of mentality out of this defense, and also, the offense, then that'll be fine. Rico, I want to see who's going to separate this up in the running back game. But they won't play Dak because it's babysitting time for him. So, and the wide receiver core, show somebody can show a little something on the wide receiver core. That's what I'm looking for tomorrow. So, that's my thoughts.
Yeah. What about you, fifth quarter?
Like I mentioned, Damari Overshawn. Hopefully he plays. I want to look at the the position that you're very feel good about, the running back position. I want to see what that's looking like tomorrow. Trey Lance, of course. I just want to see good, decent play call. I know it's not going to be what it's going to be in the regular season, but I want to see some consistency when it comes to play calling. Big in agreement with OG as far as the secondary. Definitely agree with OG with that. I mean, that's so big. Because I don't know. Sometimes Malik Hooker, man, I don't know. The man for the man position, he should be able to tackle better than he do. So definitely the secondary. Like I said, Overshawn's one thing coming back off the injury. I want to see how he's moving. The running backs, play call, and that old line, man. I'm not much concerned about them. It's more so on the defensive side of the ball, just everything behind the DTs. We know what we got in the DT. We don't have an elite DT room, so I'm not expecting much from them. Honestly, I'm not even expecting much from Mozzie because I don't think they even have enough time for you to put a player where they need to be in the short amount of time you get in training camp. I think you get better as you go against real opponents when the season go on. So hopefully he do that and keep that weight on. But everything behind that DT, everything behind our defensive front is what I'm looking for because that's where we've been getting ate the hell up. And I'm going to be paying close attention. I'll definitely be on live with you guys tomorrow while the game is on. And, yeah, like I said, for me, it's mostly defense, brother.
Okay. I like everyone's. I mean, I like what everyone's talking about here. I'll try to get Dickville on Chris Cowboy up deal, but I don't know why it ain't working. I don't know why this link ain't working.
You got the link?
Yeah, he's supposed. How did you guys get in? Because even Cowboys block said he couldn't get in.
Really? I just clicked the link and then it asked me, do I want to join?
Yeah, I have no idea. But no, I think everyone's looking at the right stuff.
Hold on, before you go, y'all, I get real passionate about this. I apologize to that guy earlier for what I said. I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm, brother. My bad.
Oh, I know you don't. It's all football. We're passionate about these Cowboys, you know. And one thing I always tell Big Fella, he calls me a Dak hater too. But one thing I tell Big Fella, I don't know Dak. How can I hate somebody I don't know?
Right.
I just know the on the field Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Now, off the field, Walter Payton Man of the Year award Prescott. I'll be in his corner. Hearing him on.
He said all the right things and shit. Somebody said Lance don't have what it takes to carry this team. He can't beat Cooper Rush.
You don't know that.
People just
you haven't seen Lance throw a ball.
They get caught up in stats too much. People done got caught up in stats so much, man. Oh, he's the MVP, got the most yards, man. Shit. You got the most yards and you still sit at home.
1980 said, what about Mike Zimmer?
Zimmerman. He was making fun of OG there. What about Zimmerman? OG. What about Zimmerman?
Hey, man, he's going to bring discipline, man. That's all I got to say. 1980. He's going to bring discipline. It ain't going to be this lagging around, doing what the hell you want to do, acting a fool on the field, taking yourselves out, doing all this stuff, checking out, pausing all that crying. No, that's going to stop. Diggs, all that crying, that's going to stop. All this crying that they be doing, this lagging. I mean, not physicality, don't want to get to the ball, not showing no pressure to get to the quarterback. Oh, I'm fine. I got my money. I'm good. I got paid, so I don't have to play no more. I don't have to play as hard. I don't play as many snaps. Definitely don't have to tackle anymore. I can tackle the way I want to. I can basically do what I want. And so nobody's going to say anything to me. This is going for the last 3 or 4 years. That's the kind of shit that we've been getting. Let me pop my face on.
Oh, my God.
That's the kind of shit that we've been getting for the last 4 years. Doing what the hell you want to do and not holding anybody accountable. They have been getting away with so much BS by Dan Quinn. Am I wrong? Am I right? I'm sorry. Am I right about that?
I mean, yeah, for some being like buddy with the players. Of course, they got away with way too much. He was more so friends with them than their coach.
Not held accountable. You're not coming up and tackle in that San Francisco game, the playoff game, when Diggs pulled that bullshit, when he had a chance to make that ball on the play
George Kittle.
Middle, and he didn't do that shit. He didn't come up and tackle. Man, that right there could have had us win that game. We could have won that game, man. Understand? That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about right there. They need to be held accountable for their BS, for not. It's like they don't want to take it serious. It's like, okay, we're here to get our money. We don't care. We just gay, man. Just another game for me, man. I just get that check. I don't give a damn what the fans say. Don't give a fuck what my mama say. Well, my mama's fine because she getting paid off of me anyway. That's fine. Take care of your family. But the fans are putting the money in your pocket, and the people and the television. And look, we pay. We put a lot in this, man. Okay, a lot of time going over the air. We put a lot of time of putting our hearts and our feelings out, reading articles, doing all that. But we're about to shut it down because now whatever kept in the light in the dark will come to the light with this team. And if they don't tighten up with these lies, because there's a bunch of lies that's going on, it's going to be found out. And if Zimmer can bring something out of his defense, championship style, and if he can say, he's maybe scared to say, Dak, you're a bum. You need to get better. You need to play better. We're going to hold you accountable. All that shit that you keep telling us in the press conference, you suck. We're tired of hearing it. So somebody to get in Dak's face. When Dak was throwing those interceptions, and then Mike McCarthy went over there and coddled him, and so we're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. We're going to get it next season, all that shit. Baby and his punk ass on the sidelines because he plays shit. As soon as Dak do that first interception, I would have said, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? What's going on? We got a good seed here, and you play like you're scared to play. You are the motivator. You are the Clash of the Titans. You are the man. You are the one with the most money. Carry this team on your back in that playoff game and do something about it. Don't let this team down. Regardless of the defense, we need to score points, bro. So if you don't get in his face and hold him accountable for his mistakes, then you'll see where the Joneses stand with this team. Nobody's holding nobody accountable. Mike McCarthy is supposed to bring the penalties. The penalties. Now you will see a sound defense on the penalties with Zimmer. He's gonna get in some ass and take names later. And if you're messing up, your ass is going to the bench. You getting all these penalties. I mean, like in the important game of the season, bro. Quit getting penalties. We got to have at least 3 penalties, 4 at the most in the playoff games. And during the season, we got to limit our penalties. That's killing us. Our ass was getting kicked in penalties last year. Can that change this year? We're gonna find out. But on defense, I hope that changes on the defense. I want to see that. And if we can't control the penalty game, then we're not no chance to beating these good teams and winning good ball games and close games. And mark my word on that, because the penalty game is the game to win. That's all OG got to say.
That's true. That's true. This guy right here, every time I go up to the Cowboy Up podcast live streams every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Central Time, he always lets me feel at home, come in there and have a conversation, barbershop talk. It's the big fella, Chris, the Cowboy Up podcast. About a month ago, these guys interviewed Brock Hoffman, the starting center, who's in competition with Cooper Beebe. You guys check that out and watch that. But big fella, my brother from another mother, fifth quarter Cowboys. I don't know if you heard his apology or not. He does get passionate. But in fifth quarter, if you want to say that again, that's up to you. But here it is. There you go. There's the floor.
Yeah, I don't know him, but we've been dealing with this shit so many years, brother. And it just be pure passion. It ain't never love. It's all good, man. I apologize for some of my words I said earlier, homie. It's all love with you, man.
Well, hey, man, I'm like this. I'm just as passionate as you guys are about my Dallas Cowboys. I have a different outlook and everything. I always tell Mike I'm gonna join him on a Saturday night. There's always some reason why something happened, but we got home early. I clicked on. I always try to support Mike and everything. You know, just throwing my little 2 cents in, and that's all I'm doing. Throwing my little 2 cents in. And then I told my wife, I said, babe, I got verbally assaulted on Mike's show. she's like, what? I said, babe. I said, man, that man cussed me out. Don't even know me. I was like, but you know, hey, I feel your passion. I have no problem with your passion. So, you know, you're more than welcome to come on our show on Tuesday night. I love the Dallas Cowboys just as much as you guys do. I just think a different way. To me, it sounds like, this is to me. I'm not saying, I'm not putting words in y'all's mouth, okay? But to me, it sounds like y'all have completely given up on number 4. And for that, I don't understand why. Okay, you tell me about his. I was trying to explain, you know, you guys had all night to explain.
Go ahead. I have emotional outburst. I apologize.
I was just trying to say. So basically, I just feel like you're giving up on him. And the reason I don't understand why is because to me, football is always the ultimate team game. All right. But y'all just focus on Dak Prescott on the team. Y'all don't focus on nobody else at all. Y'all say, let's move on. Let's get to it. It's a young man's game. We're going to get a young quarterback and this and that. And this is the question. And Mike has heard me say this on my show. We've had conversations together, texting and everything, talking. And I always ask Cowboy fans, are you prepared to go 5-12 for the next 3 seasons? And every one of you say, well, we don't know that. Hold on. It's a hypothetical. Well, everything you say about Dak's future is a hypothetical too, right? Am I right or wrong? It's not. Okay. So that's why I say it's a double standard when it comes to Dak Prescott.
Yes. Yes. I'm able to go 5-12. Yes.
Okay.
You know what that means, right? You know what that means?
So
you build the inside of your interior defense and your offense.
Okay, so you were really happy with those. I think it was 14 quarterbacks between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. You were really happy when that was going on, right? Were you really excited? And you were just, hey, we're gonna build this team. Hey, man, we're just a quarterback away. You got a quarterback. You have one. They don't.
God damn. What did you just say?
Let him talk. You have a quarterback, whether you like him or not, which apparently we already know you don't. You have a quarterback. They don't come on trees. Look, you got lucky with Tony Romo. You got lucky with Dak Prescott. And then if I had to go down the damn list again between all those damn quarterbacks from Troy Aikman to Tony Romo, and you'll say, damn, yeah, we sucked in. Now you got one. And now when I gave you the list of the quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl, the first thing y'all say, oh, they was the youngest one was I think year 6. Dak is in year 8. Everybody else was year 7, year 8, year 9. All of them were. But y'all completely giving up on Dak Prescott. And I was just like, hold on, let me finish. Y'all completely giving up on him, and the man career ain't even over. But as soon as Tony Romo retired, oh man, I wish we had Tony. But y'all said the same crap about Tony Romo when he was there. And Tony Romo never had a defense, ever. But everybody blamed Dak Prescott for the last playoff loss. Okay.
Tony had a defense.
Hold on. Tony never had a defense.
Tony had a defense. When he played against the Giants, he had
Tony
a defense.
never had a defense.
He played against the
Giants.
He
never had a defense. Never had a defense.
Are we not going to talk about that 07 defense?
Never had a defense. Ever. So, but basically what like I say, my perspective is different from y'all's. Okay. I love my team. I love my quarterback. I even love Jerry Jones with his dumb in it.
Why you love? Let me ask you this. Why you
go
love
ahead?
Dak?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Let me ask you a question. Why you love Dak?
OG, let him talk.
Because I remember those 14 damn quarterbacks. I remember them. I seen all 5 Super Bowl, all those things people like to throw at you and all that. I seen all that crap.
No,
okay, I sat in Texas Stadium when it's 106 degrees, when there's nothing. When we were 1-15, I sat there and I saw that crap. So when you see a quarterback that's actually good on your team, that I swear maybe 38 teams in the NFL would love to have him on their team, and then Dallas Cowboy fans dog him out. And I was like, how you dog out your own player like that? That's all I'm saying. That was my perspective.
You still didn't answer my question.
Hold up, OG.
What was your question? No, I
want why do you love Dak Prescott?
I did answer your questions. I said because I remember those 14 quarterbacks that sucked. What the Cowboys?
What does he do so well for you to love? What I'm asking you then.
What he does? Okay, he first of all, he's a model citizen. He don't cause y'all no problems.
Who gives a shit?
My point exactly. So it don't matter what my opinion is if you ask
me
and I tell you
football.
But bro, you asked me a question. I'm trying to give you the reason why I love him, and then the first thing you say is, "Who gives a shit?" So apparently, it don't matter why you asked me.
You're right. My apologies. Go ahead.
Okay, he's a model citizen. What else? Keep going. We're gonna go over why you love him.
He was in at Mississippi State where he was a running quarterback. He never even threw the damn ball. He changed his whole game to become an NFL quarterback. Okay, so when he first got in the league, they used to call him the dink and dacker. All he does is dink and dunk, dink and dunk. Okay, he don't even do that no more. He throw the damn ball downfield. He put the ball in the spot. Okay, now if y'all judge a man off of 3 damn games in his whole damn career, that's on y'all. I don't judge him for 3 fucking games. I judge for his career. Okay, so for his career, it take time. Now it's a lot. I've named quarterbacks, but then first thing you're gonna say, well, he ain't this and he ain't that. Well, how you know before his career is even over? Y'all have already predicted he gonna suck for the rest of his career. Get rid of him, and you already said, hey, let's be prepared to go 5-12 because I'll be happy with it. We're gonna be looking forward to our success in the future. Bullshit. That's not true. You know, if y'all go 5-7, y'all gonna talking crazy will be even talking crazier if that happens. It won't. You don't want that, bro.
Let me ask you a question. If you got a car with a lot of miles, and let's say if the car got 300,000 miles and it's getting close, it's on his last leg, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get rid of the car, but Dak Prescott.
And then when you get rid of the car, what you gonna do?
He doesn't.
Hold on. Dak has a lot of miles, though. Does he not? He's looking slower and slower every year. Right. He had his ankle facing east to west. He had a couple of cleanup surgeries. He had a baseball injury for throwing too many balls in camp. He tweaked his calf muscle because he landed on it wrong on the last play to CeeDee Lamb with the Pats game. You don't get healthy and older. You get less healthier as you get older. The muscles ain't the same.
I agree.
So do you not think Dak does have some miles on him?
He has miles, but he don't have 300,000 miles on him. He doesn't.
You know what they call what they call that? Pre-existing injuries. That means they have a chance of coming back in the future.
True.
If injured,
I agree with that. I do agree with that. But like y'all say, it's hypotheticals. We don't know that though. We don't know.
So let me ask you. Didn't answer my question.
But we do know his injury history that he's already had though.
So if you know that he's got a lot of miles, you going to get you a new ride, right?
Yes, sir.
A decent ride with less miles.
Yes,
they can show you some just small, not a whole lot of promise, but some decent promises.
Yes, sir.
If somebody can show you just a small, decent promise this weekend or throughout the year, would you be happy with that?
Are we talking cars or quarterbacks?
They're almost damn the same thing. They just almost the same damn thing.
Here's my thing, big fella, and I'll let this order go here. Here's my thing, big fella. You know where I stand on this.
Yeah, I do. Hey, like I said, I love the difference of opinion. I just hate that we just didn't threw our quarterback in the trash just like that. I just don't understand that. But go ahead, Mike. Finish your question. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Do So when you bring up the 14 quarterbacks, is Tony Romo one of them?
No, I said between Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. That's what I said. I loved Tony
Why
Romo.
do you think?
I loved him. I absolutely loved Tony Romo. I loved him. Still love him.
So when we look at Tony Romo's defenses, in 2007, they had a lot of Pro Bowlers, a lot of talent. Mm-hmm. In 2014, they led the NFL in takeaways with 32 takeaways.
How many points they give up?
They had guys like Jay Ratliff, DeMarcus Ware, Anthony Spencer.
Yes.
They had a lot of talent there. So do you really believe Tony Romo never had a defense?
Yeah. Let's go to that real quick, okay? And y'all can agree or disagree. DeMarcus Ware is a Hall of Famer, correct?
Yes.
Okay. DeMarcus Ware got all his.
Yes.
He got all his sacks in the first half. Mm-hmm. When the game was on the line,
he did. I agree with that.
When the game was on the line, DeMarcus Ware didn't get sacks. No. So
that's true. Against the Saints, though.
Cowboys had a lot of talent. They've had a lot of talent, bro. The team Tony Romo had when they was 13-3 and lost in the first round to the Giants. Did y'all say get rid of Tony Romo?
No, because that was one of his first hiccups.
One. What about Seattle when he fumbled the field goal? Yeah. Did y'all say get rid of Tony Romo?
That's on the coach for not having a replacement for a starting quarterback holding the ball. You don't agree, Bill Parcells?
We're
as smart as Bill Parcells, you don't think Bill Parcells should have had a different placeholder?
Well, Tony had been doing it for the last 2 years, so why? I didn't.
But he's your starting quarterback. That's an unwritten rule. Your starting quarterback don't hold the ball.
Well, Mike, you play ball. We probably all play ball. As far as I know, when I'm older than y'all, the quarterback always held the starting quarterback, either starting quarterback or the backup quarterback. But to me, he had no hiccups that whole season on catching snaps. He dropped one in the playoffs, then all of a sudden, okay, why you got him out there holding? It was one. It was one time. It was one mistake. But y'all didn't say get rid of him, though.
Hey, I'm gonna get out of here.
But see, the difference though, Tony Romo kept you in the game.
God bless y'all.
Dak Prescott hasn't kept you in these games.
What?
What game? Tony Romo kept us in that Packers game.
Yes.
When it was catch, no catch.
Yes. Yeah. That was a beautiful game.
Tony, now outside of we played the Eagles a couple of times and got embarrassed. But you look at Dak against Carson Wentz in 2019. That was embarrassing.
Okay, let me say this. Okay. Dak's first game against the Packers, where they lost at home, the Aaron Rodgers sideline throw game, right? You didn't tell me, you can't tell me Dak didn't have a great game.
What was it wasn't like 20-0 at one point in that game?
You didn't answer my question. I said you telling me Dak didn't have a great game in that game, the game they lost?
No, he looked like crap the first half.
I said the game. I didn't say the first half. He ended with over 400 yards, bro. Over 400 yards.
You can't look good 2 quarters. You can't look good 2 quarters and then ignore the 2 quarters that he looked trash in.
Okay, well, you can say that about Troy Aikman when they lost to the Niners, man. He had over 400 yards and they were down 28-0. But people say,
man, Super Bowl champion.
Hold on,
not in the same conversation.
You still, see. Okay, this is what bothers me. Okay. Of course, we always say about rings. I'm talking about that particular game. Okay, Mike. See that's why I differ. That's why I differ from other Cowboy fans, because it's all about, hey, did he win us a ring? Well, shit. What about them other damn quarterbacks? Did they win us rings? Do y'all all hate them too? You hate Tony Romo?
Yes.
You hate them all.
I don't hate Tony. I don't hate Dak. I don't hate Dak. We got to stop putting the word hate with Dak. I don't hate Dak.
His performance.
I don't like Dak.
You don't like his performance on the field. Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Go ahead, fifth quarter.
Man, I don't even know what to say, man. I gotta be honest, bro. Like this really why I really don't like listen to a lot of other people, bro. Because I really just be confused. Like I really feel like people be compromised, man. Like I don't even understand how. Like first of all, to make up something like for the next 5 years we're gonna go 5-12 is just so crazy. Just to try to make your point more valid about getting another quarterback. Like y'all don't want change so bad to where you make up something. You put that on it. You claim you love this team, but you're already predicting us going 5-12 for 5 years just because we want a better quarterback. That's already crazy. And then you talk about quarterbacks between Tony Romo and Troy Aikman, 14 other quarterbacks. Oh, they didn't win Super Bowl. Did you hate them? How much money did Jerry get them? Did Jerry put the team in Quincy Carter's hand? How serious did Jerry take Quincy Carter over Dak Prescott? Which one of these black quarterbacks he took more serious, Quincy Carter or Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott. For what we expecting out of Dak Prescott and for what the Jerry handed him the keys to the city, it's completely different what we have for Quincy Carter or Drew Bledsoe or whoever else we want to name, Cunningham, anybody else we didn't have. It just makes no sense. What Dak Prescott has done for this team, regular season, he made the light shine bright. Of course he did. When the rubber needed to meet the road, when we need Dak to step up and say, hey, man, you got a lot of people out here with posters up, waving the flag for you, saying you're this and that. He hasn't met that expectation, not at all. We could say Tony Romo didn't do it. Tony Romo stayed injured. If it was the fifth, we all be drunk, I get it. But in that playoff game against Green Bay in 2014 and that playoff game against Green Bay in 2016, you tell me which one was that close to possibly taking us to the next round. If it weren't for that bull crap call with Dez Bryant, we don't know what would have happened. Dak Prescott was down very bad in 2016, and this year was like deja vu because he was down bad again against the same team. It just makes no sense that it's so bad that we don't want change. So nobody had a problem with us when we said it was time for Zeke to go. But soon we said when it's time for number 4 to go, we get to say, oh, what about with this quarterback? Oh, y'all didn't like this one. Man, look, every quarterback ain't going to be good. You're damn right Quincy Carter didn't win the Super Bowl. And a lot of those quarterbacks in between Tony Romo and Troy Aikman weren't drafted by Jerry Jones. A lot of those quarterbacks we just got up in free agency, undrafted or whatever. We're talking about a drafted fourth round quarterback that has been paid once and probably is on the verge of getting paid again. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about these in-betweeners that just came and did fill-ins who we know wasn't going to be what we expected them to be. We're talking about the guy that y'all to put up on this pedestal and saying he this and that to all the people saying we're Dak haters because we want to try something else. We're not talking about those guys in between Tony Romo and Troy Aikman, who are both good quarterbacks, by the way. No, Tony Romo didn't win a Super Bowl. Hell, Dan Marino didn't win a Super Bowl, but he was a good damn quarterback. So my thing is there's nothing wrong with change. We hold on to players too long. And I've gotten that Mike plenty of years for him holding on to Jason Witten too long. So this ain't just about that. I do this with everybody when I feel like it's time to go. Hell, I got a video on my channel, me eating the cake when Jason Witten left the first time, but Jerry Jones brought him back. So this ain't nothing new when it comes to me and when I feel like it's time for a player to go. But to make up things like we're going to go 5-12 for 5 years is just ridiculous. You know that won't happen. That's BS. This ain't the Cleveland Browns. This is Dallas Cowboys. And no matter who we had, we ain't going 5-12 for 5 years. That's a ridiculous statement. If y'all ain't saying that, y'all saying, well, we get rid of Dak, then who we going to get? Who we going to get? I don't know. Who did the Kansas City get after Alex? Who do all the other teams get? Who stepped in for Drew Bledsoe and won a Super Bowl his second year in the league? And you said they got 7 years between it. Actually, Tom Brady won his second year in the league, and his 4th year in the league. Pat Mahomes won his 3rd year in the league. So it's not a 7-year gap between them winning Super Bowl from the time they get drafted. And see, I do research. I don't just let y'all talk and let it just be that. When you say a statement and when I can prove it, I'm gonna go look it up. So I just don't understand how y'all guys can get on here and say, oh man, I can't believe y'all saying this about Dak. Why not? You said it's about Super Bowls. If you just saying for you it's about entertainment and watching Dak go out there on Sunday like, whew, That boy showed out 330 yards, 3 touchdowns. If that's what you're saying it's about for you, then cool. But for me, it's about putting some up in the air that we ain't did since the 90s. That's what I want. And Dak Prescott ain't got that done for us yet. And come on, we know Dak Prescott has hit his ceiling. Nobody has had these many injuries and hiccups and going to get better. Dak is not getting any better, and he ain't getting any younger. And this team ain't going to win nothing with him at the quarterback position because he can't get it done on the grandest stage of them all. That's just it. Regardless of his talent, regardless coaches failed him, no matter what it was, Dak Prescott is not going to get us where we want to be because he just doesn't have that skill set, especially now with these defenses getting the way they were better than they are now. All these other good quarterbacks are still way ahead of him. People like to compare Dak Prescott stats to Pat Mahomes' stats, which is just so damn ridiculous. That makes no sense when this man hoisted up 3 of these damn things. And Dak Prescott haven't even rubbed one. It makes no sense to compare. We always compare regular season stats. When the rubber need to meet the road, when the defense is stopping you and you ain't got nothing else in you, what can you pull out of your sleeve? Can you pull a trick play out? Can you be the quarterback that make all that money and say, I got this. I'm going to do this play right here. Can Dak do that? No, he hadn't done it, bro. And that's why we haven't seen an NFC championship game, because he's not that guy. He never will be. And that's okay. Those 14 quarterbacks you named, they weren't that guy. Dak better than them, but he still can't get us to where we need to be. And that's just how I feel. And I don't see how y'all guys get to call us Dak hater because we don't agree with what y'all say about him. It's time for him to go. It's time for this team to get younger at that position. Quarterbacks getting older and wiser means a lot when you're already wise. That's not him. All the quarterbacks you named that got older and wiser are MVPs, Hall of Fame, and Super Bowl champions. Dak ain't did that in 8 years, and he ain't getting no damn wise. The only thing he's getting is older, bro. That's all I got to say about it.
Chris, rebuttal?
You know, I always got a rebuttal. so I love how, you know, he said basically, you know, I'm trying to put this as eloquent as possible. It is hating. And the reason I say is hating because there's no appreciation for anything the guy has ever done, because since he hadn't won the Super Bowl, I don't like him. I hate his play. Since he's not Patrick Mahomes, I hate him. Since he ain't Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers, I hate him. My whole thing is, you know, everything that you said that I said was what you said, hypotheticals about the 5 and 12. Well, it basically is going to happen. It's going to happen. You've already predicted what's going to happen with Dak. Why I can't predict what's going to happen when you get rid of him? Because since you don't have an answer at quarterback and you're assuming a younger person would be even better, okay, there's learning curves. Okay, now of course there are quarterbacks coming out of college that's more advanced than they used to be. Okay, everybody's blowing the guy in Houston, you know, right now because of, apparently he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But like I always said, he lost 2. He didn't go to the Super Bowl. He didn't. Now, when they throw the stats up about Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott, and I'm gonna this is a rhetorical question, but we all know the answer. Does Patrick Mahomes, is he a better quarterback? Yes. Is Patrick Mahomes' offense better than the Cowboys? Yes. Is Patrick Mahomes' defense better than the Cowboys' defense? Yes. Is the Patrick Mahomes head coach better than the Cowboys head coach? Yes. All these things that Patrick Mahomes has are better than what Dak Prescott has.
Can I rebuttal mid-sentence right here? Okay. Which defense they had that was better than the Cowboys defense, sir? Please tell me.
Last year.
The Kansas City Chiefs defense was not better than the Dallas Cowboys defense.
What did Kansas City Chiefs defense do in the Super Bowl?
No. We didn't get that far, so we can't compare those games. That defense was not better. Name one player on that team that was better than Michael Parsons on that defense.
That's better. We were talking about an individual player. We're talking about the whole unit, right? We're talking about the whole unit. Then you want to break it down individually.
You're right. Go ahead. You're right.
So, you know, look, like I said, hey, fifth quarter, bro. I had no problem with your opinion. I just have a different opinion. That's why we're in America. That's why we got these elections going on. I ain't trying to get into politics, but I'm saying it's just a difference of opinions on how I see it. Okay, it's just a difference. It's all respect, all love. I just feel a different way. That's it.
Right. So is 1980 in yet?
I'm sorry?
Not yet.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys fan 1980 trying to get in.
So here's the thing. I don't know Dak Prescott. I can't hate that man. I don't know that man. I just know as a football player, I don't want him as my quarterback. And me saying bringing in a young guy doesn't mean that young guy will fix every problem we have, because this team has more issues than just number 4.
Yes.
But what I am saying is that car right there, it's almost time to take that car to scale and get a few dollars for it.
Okay.
It's time to head on to the dealership and get something else that's going to give us a little more longevity, because we done put a lot of money in this car right here.
True.
And again, to the point where we're taking it to the mechanic shop more than we need to be. And it's almost like, should we keep investing in this car, or should we just say, screw it? But I love this car. I know this car inside out. I know I need to pack the gas pedal 3 times to start. Hey, man, look.
I'm going to change the name of my car to Dak, because y'all keep comparing him to a car. I was like, why y'all keep comparing this man to a car? Is that the only analogy y'all got? It's a car? I was just like, okay.
I'm working on it.
There we go. You're echoing, bro.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
What?
We need to fire the producer.
Seriously.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're not echoing, but we ain't got 1980 no more.
Right, he's right there.
There you go.
He's there now.
Let me finish this last point for 1980.
1980, you good? Talk.
I heard him a second ago.
Say something. Hey, you guys talk too.
1980, you hear us, bro? He probably come back in.
Fifth quarter, finish your point, man.
So my point was, I don't hate Dak, bro. I know you don't know me. I've been around you two for a long time. Me and Cowboys Corner, we've been partners on this thing for so many years. All last season, we argued because he was telling me Dak won it. He was telling me Dak ain't gonna make it. And I told him all last season on my channel, every week, I said, bro, this is the year Dak gonna do it. I was telling him all year last year, all 2023 season on YouTube. We went back and forth. He kept telling me Dak won it. Green Bay game. I said, bro, you think Dak Prescott ain't finna go out there and show out on Jordan Love? We argued about that. He was like, bro, I'm telling you, Jordan. I said, bro, Dak is finna go out there and ball. So I don't hate Dak. I praised Dak all last year. The whole season is documented. It's on my channel. It just, I've seen enough, man. Every year it's this first round. I'm just sick of it, man. He can't get. There's no reason Dak Prescott should have the mishaps he have at this stage in his career. That just shouldn't go on with a quarterback that's quote unquote of his caliber. I'm past it. He's just a 4th rounder. That means nothing. Dak has enough experience to win certain games. And like I said, it's not all on him. But when you're under that center and that ball is snapped, that game is in your hands. You do what you got to do. That honestly, the play don't even matter no more. You can only do what the defense gives you. And a lot of time, Dak has given the defense exactly what they wanted. And as a quarterback of his caliber in his position and the talent he had as wideouts and tight ends, Dak Prescott should have been way more efficient and way more careful with that ball over these past few years. Every playoff game, I don't know how y'all don't have an issue with these first round exit. Dak Prescott interception every playoff game. Dak Prescott playing from behind every playoff game. Dak Prescott like a deer in headlights every playoff game. Every year it's the same thing, man. I don't understand how this is not an issue for y'all. I have nothing against the guy. He's like you said, model citizen. That's cool, bro. That's fine. But when you put that helmet on and them shoulder pads and that star on your back, bro, we talking about a whole different person. I'm talking about Dak Prescott, the quarterback, not Rain Dakota, the damn humanitarian guy he is. That's cool. That's fine. I'm all for that. But you have shown me the same thing every damn year in the playoffs. Literally, you've shown me the same damn thing. When you got and years ago, when we beat Seattle in that playoff game, I turned my camera on. Mike came on my channel and said, "Hey, bro, Dak might have just shit me up in this Seattle game." He showed his ass. When that playoff game we beat Seattle, I thought Dak played damn good to me. I thought he played damn good. But then what happened? He do what he does, man. It never fails. And all last year when I was praising him, Cowboys like, bro, I don't know, bro. He's a regular season MVP, bro. I'm just worried about the player. And I'm like, bro, don't worry. We got Jordan Love. You think Dak in our home finna let Jordan Love outshine him? It's documented. So I don't hate Dak. I don't know Dak to hate him. But the quarterback, I'm ready for something else, man. There's nothing wrong with change. Regardless of how it may look in the beginning, you just got to trust the process. Now, I know that sounds crazy saying, but at some point, you just got to go with the flow. People was upset we got with a Tony Romo because they didn't want change then. A lot of people was originally upset. But then a lot of people like, damn, that young boy is all right. And it's honestly that time again. That is going to happen again if we get to the playoffs. It's going to be the same damn thing, man. And I just want to let people know on here, I don't hate Dak. I don't know Dak to hate him. I just want a different quarterback at this stage. And I'm good. I ain't trying to talk too much. Mike, go ahead.
In 1980, can you hear us now?
Yes, sir. How's everybody doing tonight?
All good, brother.
It's talking crazy, man. You know we're peachy. 1980, the big fella Chris from Cowboy Up Podcast. Chris from Cowboy Up Podcast is Dallas Cowboy fan 1980, the power man himself.
The power
What's
man.
going
What's
on?
up?
What's going on, big dog? You good? You all right?
I'm good, fam.
Good deal. Good deal. That's all that matters. Everybody good. We good.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do want to just a quick rebuttal on fifth quarter. You kept saying a quarterback of his caliber. I want to know what caliber is that, because to me it sounded like you was giving him praise, but then you were not giving him praise. So what do you mean by his caliber?
If you pay attention, I said quote unquote his caliber.
Oh, okay.
And if I got to be more specific about his caliber, I mean a guy that made the money he's made and going into his 8th season. At this point, we should be seeing something way different.
Okay.
Because he's got paid as if he's up there, and he's in his 8th season, and he's played some of the top defenses. I give Dak credit. Dak beat them good three teams in a row in 2016 or 2017, was it, where he beat that Minnesota defense. He beat that Baltimore defense, and it was another defense he beat, and he did in 11 games, 11 days. So I give him praise for a lot because he's faced a lot of things. Yeah, even Terrell Suggs called his phone, trying to troll him and scare him, and it didn't work. We still beat Baltimore that year. So I give him his praise for certain things he's done. And the fact that he's seen some of the best over the years, come on, man. We should be seeing better. We should not be still having first-round exit, man. Like I say, a lot of the problems are deeper than Dak Prescott. But like I said, once you're under that center and that ball is in your hand, that game is in your hand.
Okay.
1980?
Yes, sir.
Talk crazy. Talk crazy to us, man. What's got going on, man?
Oh, nothing, man. I was getting ready to go to bed. I wasn't gonna get on here, but I couldn't help myself. God told me to pick up the phone and talk crazy. So I'm gonna talk crazy if that's okay with y'all.
Yes, sir.
The floor is yours, 1980. Let's feel the power.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about Dak Prescott? Are we talking about the Cowboys? Are we talking about Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls have we won since 1995? Go ahead. What's the question?
So it's more of a Dak debate on why we want Prescott gone. Big fella is on the Dak Prescott train, and he's riding that train.
The conductor.
All aboard the Dak train.
The conductor. Yeah.
He's the conductor. All right. And so right now it's kind of just back and forth on why we want Dak here and why we don't want Dak here. What's the level of expectation for a quarterback going into his 9th year? Does Super Bowl matters? Does success matter? Stuff like that.
Wow. Fifth quarter, when you're talking about Dak Prescott, people get real sissified. It's a very sensitive topic. It's almost political. It's really getting to that point. So you have to be careful and you have to tread softly. But 1980 is tired of treading softly. I've been treading softly for almost 30 years, and I'm tired. You can call me a sellout. You can call me, oh, you're not loyal, all this shit. I'm here to win Super Bowls. I'm not here for stats. Stats don't win Super Bowls. If that's the case, we would have won 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Super Bowls since 95. If stats mattered. We're here for Super Bowls. I'm here for what's best for the Dallas Cowboys, not for any other fan base members. God bless every last one of you on this panel. I'm not here for any likes, not here for any views. I'm not here for any subscriptions. I'm here for the betterment of the Dallas Cowboys, this football team, offense and defense. The hell with Dak. I care about the whole squad in general. I know the subject is about Dak, and unfortunately, we have to go down that road. But I think a lot of the fan base members have not only that they're probably tired and fed up, and I get it, but they also have the right. Everybody has the right to feel how they feel about Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys in general. We all know there's no mystery, guys. Let's not act like we woke up yesterday. There's no mystery behind the Cowboys and the circus that they're playing right now, that they're performing. It's been a circus for almost 30 years. Jerry couldn't wait to get rid of Jimmy Johnson to make it a circus. You get what I'm saying? So me growing up in the business, me being on the sideline as a kid, me being a ball boy, my parents knowing Tom Landry, my parents knowing Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones back in the day, I've seen greatness up front, up hand. I may not look like it, but I'm up there. I just took care of myself. That's all. Dak Prescott, I think that we don't even give a damn anymore. I mean, we use analogies, we use cars, we use teachers, we use everything we can to help this team progress. I heard old school, I heard fifth quarter, where they always use cars, and it's a good analogy because once you get to a certain mileage, you got to let that car go. You get what I'm saying? Now, they pay these players off potential. It's not like back in the day. I've said this, I sound like a guy broken record, and I'm almost tired of it. Hear myself say it. But they pay these players off potential, off the potential of them being great. Dak Prescott, he's behind, right? He's ahead of Pat Mahomes. Guess what's different about Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs? Not just Pat Mahomes, but guess what's different about the Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs? Just take a wild guess. It's no mystery. Don't be afraid. He's winning Super Bowls. That's the difference. He's being innovative. He's not predictable. He don't break down when the pocket is collapsing. He don't just start throwing the ball and chunking and shit. Everybody talk about, he does this during the regular season. He's got the stats. He's got the garbage time stats. He's got this. Where is that guy? Where is that guy that performs well in the regular season when we need it, when it counts? Where is the defense when we need it, when it counts? Where is the coaching when we need it, when it counts? It's all about when it counts. Everything. You can have, man, I got a garage full of shit just like you got on your wall. I got the same stuff in my garage out there. But guess what that don't do? Guess what it doesn't do? It don't win Super Bowls. Getting on here and talking Cowboys and disagreeing and getting sissified behind a player that don't know us, probably never will, don't give a damn about us, don't win Super Bowls. It's all about Super Bowls here, man. We're not trying to get, what we're doing is we're clashing. We've been losing for so fucking long, and losing to me is not winning Super Bowls. You can just like the Patriots, you can go undefeated and you don't win that Super Bowl, none of that shit matter. That shit gets burned up somewhere in file 13. So what we're doing is we're clashing because we don't have. I said this last night. Didn't I go on? I said the same thing last night. I said if what all we got time to do now is fight amongst each other and disagree. That's exactly what they want us to do. That's exactly. You don't like Dak, and I don't know why y'all don't like Dak. Or y'all like the Cowboys, and y'all turn the back. No. And if we are, if you got fans out there that's actually turned, they have every fucking right. It ain't up to me to be mad at them and worried about why they turned their back on the Cowboys. The Cowboys ain't paying their light bill. The Cowboys ain't paying their car note. Dak Prescott ain't paying their light bill. Dak Prescott ain't paying your car note. You get what I'm saying? So we need to be, as fans, what we're waiting on is just like when you go out to eat. When you spend your hard-earned money on this shit. You spend a lot of money on them baseball caps and sit back there on your wall. No disrespect, I love you to death, but we need to be reimbursed. Yeah, we need to be reimbursed. We haven't been reimbursed, man. Jerry got us by the strings, and some of us don't even fucking realize it because we're so busy trying to protect Dak Prescott. We're so busy trying to make it better for him. Say, man, why we got to do all this shit just to make this guy better? I was talking about Mark Cooper last night, how he saved his career, and that's what type of receiver. Joe Montana, he didn't care. Troy Aikman, it didn't matter. Tom Brady, it didn't matter. They went out there, man, and they made it happen. And they wasn't the most athletic motherfuckers. Dak Prescott got athleticism and still can't get the job done when it matters. During the regular season, he's all world. But I don't give a damn about stats. I'm one Cowboy fan on here that you can throw all kind of stats at me all you want to, but it is not gonna matter if another team is hoisting that Lombardi trophy up. And we haven't did it being the number one brand, the richest brand in sports, period. We haven't done it in almost 30 years. You know how long 30 years? When I say fifth quarter, Cowboys corner, you can retire in 20 to 30 years from a job. And for us we're America's team, man, that's a slap in the face, dog. That's a slap in the face to the fans that skip school to go to the parade like I did back in the day. It's been a slap in the face. So, man, we still waiting. We're still waiting to be reimbursed. We're still waiting to, I ain't been to a game. I don't give a damn. I say it loud. I go outside and say it. I ain't been to a game in years. I refuse to do it because I'm too passionate. I get too pissed off, man. And I refuse to spend my money on motherfuckers that don't want to win, don't know how to win, don't even. But they switching jerseys and shit at the end of the game like this. Say, man, this ain't what this is. I shake your hand, good game, but that's all you're gonna get from me, dog. It's gotten the players and the fan base way too overly sissified, man. People too worried about what somebody else think about somebody that ain't performing when they supposed to. These are professionals, man. This dude making 70, 60, however many $1 million. You got people that they homeless, man. And they spending their lives going to these damn games. And then as soon as the playoffs come, everybody forget how to play. You start seeing penalties all over the place. Flags everywhere. Nobody's on the same page. They act like they ain't never practiced before. I can round up 10 other guys and move the ball on this defense. I can round up 10 other guys on defense and pick six Dak Prescott. Because everybody just forget how to play. And I ain't just talking about coaches, front office. Everybody need to be cursed the fuck out. Everybody gonna make me put the O.J. Simpson gloves and go looking for somebody and say, hey, what's up? Why y'all get paid too much damn money, man? But see, we need to stop being worried about what somebody else think. And if that's their opinion, oh well. It's like they like assholes. Everybody got one. But it don't mean you right because you talk the loudest or you get what I'm saying? So we gotta really, really open our eyes to what's really going on, what's really been going on with this team. And it's way bigger than Dak. I'm sorry. I know if you want to lick Dak Prescott's jackstrap and shit, you just love his off the field. I don't give a damn about off the field. I don't, because off the field don't win Super Bowls. He's a great guy. That don't win Super Bowls. There are a lot of great guys I've played football with on different levels. They don't win Super Bowls. We got to figure out. They have to figure out more than us because they're playing. They got to figure out how to start winning some Super Bowls, and it's gonna be a while. We're in trouble for the next couple of years. So, but I'm just saying. I know I probably talked too long, but I just had to get that out, man. My
bad. Big fella, go ahead.
Well, I was sitting here and I was listening, and a lot of things you said 1980 was very factual. I appreciated it. I felt it in my soul that you were a true passionate fan. Okay. And like you said, they got us fighting with each other, okay, about how we feel about our team. Okay. Only thing I can really say to rebut that is at the end of the year, 31 teams are pissed off just like we are. And of course, we built a tradition of being Super Bowl winning, going to Super Bowls and winning them, and somehow that tradition has gone away. And all I am saying about, being one of the conductors of Dak train is just not his fault. I said, now the last, maybe if you want to blame him for the last 8 years of the 22, I mean, who are we going to blame for those other 22 years? So are we going to blame Jerry Jones? Who are we blaming? So all I'm saying is, if we're fans, I'm like, why do we continuously, have a negativity about somebody who's actually putting forth an effort and trying to win? Of course, he has not yet. He hasn't. There's no fact. I can't debate that. I can't refute that because the facts are the fact. He has not won. But who's to say he can't win? And that's what I keep hearing is he can't do it. He won't do it. That's the end of it. And hey, get reimbursed. Well, I don't want to get reimbursed because I love my team. And what I spend my money on is because that's what I want to spend my money on. Because I love them. I go to games because I love them. Like I said earlier, I'm glad that your family knew all them because that's an in-depth look that you can see from a different perspective. I love that about you, that you saw that different side of the Cowboys and everything like that. But like I said, though, man, how do we know what goes on in these men's mind too? I don't know what goes on in Dak's mind. I don't know what's going on in McCarthy's mind. I don't know what they're doing, bro. But I'm just one of those fans that I'm not a bandwagon fan. I'm a diehard. I'm 55 years old, born in 1969. And hey, I love my team. From my father to my grandfather. We Cowboy fans, and that's it. That's all. So my whole thing is I agree with a lot of what you said. A lot. But it just, my passion is to support them at all costs. Because when I sat in that hot-ass Texas stadium, when they was 1-15, I was supporting their ass then. And when they went to the Super Bowl, I was supporting their ass then. And since them 5 and 12s and all that, and them 3-13, I supported their ass then. So that's just me. That's just how I feel about the Cowboys. I'm going to support them regardless.
Yeah, same here. I'm right with you. Everybody. There we go. There we go.
There we go. There he's back. He's back. Go ahead, 1980. Finish what you were saying.
Everybody's different. Everybody approaches things differently. We're not all the same. This isn't Pleasantville. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, I do.
I'm not I'm not upset. I get, that's how I get when I talk about the Cowboys. They raise my blood pressure because they've been putting us through so much, all these years. So like I say, it ain't.
I'm on medication. I'm on medication too. Go ahead.
Yeah, it ain't a check big enough. It ain't a check big enough to be a Cowboy fan. And a lot of us, we have different views. That's what it's for. That's what this is for.
Right.
We're not going to see eye to eye on every little nick and cranny of the Dallas Cowboys. They just need to. I thought they would have. I think this should be Dak's last year. I really do. I think they should start. If they're going to rebuild, the quarterback is the place to rebuild first because he's the captain of the team. He's, if it's not working with the quarterback, you got to go ahead and. So the draft has been really, really fucked up for the past so and so. I mean, we've got some good picks here and there, but I think they should just start, wipe the slate clean and start new. Quarterback, everything, running back. It's going to be a tough couple of years. So everybody get ready. And I'm prepared. I'm already mentally prepared for it. You know what I mean? My expectations are not high at all coming up. Now, if they surprise me, good. They can finally prove me wrong after almost 30 years. Because I've been waiting to be wrong. Like I always say, I'm the only Cowboy fan on here that don't mind being wrong. People are so scared of being wrong, man, because they got people watching them and they don't want to look like a punk and all this shit. I can care less about what somebody think and get what I'm saying. So if they find, I've been right for so long, I'm just ready to be wrong. And so I'm just, it's kind of psychological. Hopefully Dak Prescott will boom and take it through the playoffs because that's where it counts. I'm damn near wanting to skip the regular season and just wake up and like, hey man, where we at? Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll start watching. But it's just, what to expect, man. If you see the same thing, if you witness the same thing over and over for years, and you can't help but be like, if like somebody keep telling you a lie, you start believing it, because everybody's telling the same lie, to where you start believing it yourself. You're like, oh shit, okay, cool, but that's just where I'm at, man.
I think everyone has their moments of when enough is enough. My moment with Dak Prescott was in 2019. That's when I threw my hands up. I said, this guy does not have the it factor. What I did so wrong with Tony Romo was kept cheering him on. A lot of my family gave up on Romo, including my mom. We would have arguments about a quarterback. I was like, no, he still has it. He's learning. He's in his prime of his career. Romo this, Romo that. He can't even stay healthy. He can't. His pinky, his collarbone. It was everything like this. So that comes on. 2016. Okay, 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That was Zeke's year. 2017. That happened, and then you get into 2018, wide receiver by committee and stuff. I got a number 4 shirt on, not a jersey, a shirt at the NFL draft when we're picking up Leighton Vander Esch, in 2018, and then bam, 2019 happened, and we're still in Dak's rookie year contract, and I gave up on 4, gave up on him. He doesn't have the it. When we lost to Carson Wentz. That showed me right there because Tony Romo lost a lot of win or go home games against the Commanders, who were the Redskins then, and I kept holding on, and it got me nowhere. So when I say I think there's a come to point where people is enough is enough, for me it's been a long time ago, and guess what? We have this defense have to take the ball away, led the NFL in takeaways, led the lead in forced fumbles, led the lead in sacks, if not second in sacks. We've had a lot of talent these last 3 years. Yes, Dan Quinn choked in that Packers game, but the offense did too. And it all boils back to that consistency of what Dak can do. Deer in the headlight look in the playoffs. Eyes this big, looking down, looking up, confused. When he threw that pick six, sure, it's a team game, but when Dak threw that pick six, that team said, nah, I can't do this no more. I'm tired. When Tank Lawrence said, I'm tired, that's what he meant. That's what he meant. That was the defense. They stopped the 49ers, let them punt. Dak throws an interception on the 20-yard line. Defense has to go right back out. That defense gave up on Dak. Fans are giving up on Dak. I've been off this Dak train for so long. There's people that will come on my video and say, you know what, you're right. I apologize. Because now they're starting to see it. Now they're starting to see it because they've had enough. I would rather go with the fresh face than to keep going with the face I know that's going to be looking like this in the playoff game.
It's time.
And yeah, we could talk about the 30 years. We kept the head coach on this team for 10 years. He went to go be an offensive coordinator. They fired him the next year. Duke didn't want him. The NFL didn't want him. He's on an NBC booth on Sunday Night Football now. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Rob Ryan got more NFL jobs than Jason Garrett did, and he was a defensive coordinator. That's how bad this front office manages things. And if you get Dak Prescott a third contract, Jerry, you're not serious. You cannot extend Dak for another year. He's $40 million on the books now. Next year, dead money. No matter what, it's $40 million dead money. Period. That money's guaranteed to roll into next year. Then you got a 35-year-old quarterback when that contract's done. How much dead money is on there now? Are you going to be forced to sign him again? There's no leverage between both parties. You're screwed either way because there's $40 million that you're not going to have on your salary cap books. Right? And so when I look at that, I would rather go young and take my chances than go Dak and know the result. And know the result. It's consistent of failure after failure after failure. I've been called every name in the book when it comes to Dak Prescott. Every name in the book.
Yeah.
Because since 2019, I've been off this train. I've had arguments with 1980 since 2019 on about Dak Prescott. Fifth quarter Cowboys. He was off Dak train before I was. And I was arguing with fifth quarter about Dak. Oh, give him time. Give him time. Then it was like, crap. I'm holding on to this guy like I did Romo, and it got me nowhere.
Yeah. Fifth center?
I don't know. I think he probably fell asleep.
I'm not.
We got a new one in here though. Is that who's that? Is that Champ?
Yeah, I had to come back, man.
I'm not asleep.
I had to come back on. Hey, y'all still talking about Mr. Ford.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I say, man, for me, bro, like I'm just about what it takes to win. Can Dak Prescott win? Yes, in a small sample size. A small sample size, and Jerry and his organization, we know what it's like 1980 always say, look, don't get mad at me. Write them, send them letters, go down there and talk to them.
Go knock on their door.
Go knock on their door. We just fans.
I think Dak can win if the organization put him on a very, very short, tight leash, like they did his rookie year.
But see, we don't have that talent. That great wall that nobody could penetrate. Of Doug Free, Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Ronald Leary, and Tyron Smith. That impenetrable line is gone. They didn't know what to do with that.
Was that? You know who fault that was the damn idiot GM. They always hold on to Travis way too long.
Romo got beat up so bad he told Jerry, "Give me an old line." And in 2014, they got him what he wanted.
And you remember back in 2012 when Jerry said we don't need a good offensive line, we got Romo.
And look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Look what even behind that offensive line in 2015, when we didn't have a running back, Dan McFadden still got 1,000 yards. and our quarterback was Brandon Whedon and Matt Castle because Tony Romo was hurt. That's the year we went 4-12.
And Kellen Moore.
And Kellen Moore. We went 4-12, but that O-line was so good. They got Dan McFadden, who was a college legend at Arkansas, 1,000 yards that year. Oh, he tore Arkansas up.
Yeah,
and then Zeke came along.
They got cut the next year.
He did, because we would have got Zeke, who was we thought was about to be, oh my God, but he took so much beating. Instead of him dodging content, he ran into it, and now he probably the next Earl Campbell because of how he did his body. Dak Prescott didn't have to do much, and when Dak Prescott don't got to do much, everything perfect, he looks how a lot of people portray him to be. But when Dak Prescott really had to play football in a really clutch moment, it's not good. It's the lights. And like I say, when you're this deep in your career, there's just certain things at this stage in your career. You like I said, everybody that was on my channel last year saw me telling people Dak got it this year. I believe in Dak this year. Like when me and Corner went at it about the Jordan Love and Dak thing, I was on Dak's side. I was like, bro, because there's no way. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way we're about to have a repeat of every playoff season we done had with Dak Prescott. There's no way we got Green Bay, who we are on paper a better team than this year, come in our house and beat us in the playoff. That's why I was on Dak's side. I said, there's no way Prescott, who's been cutting up with CeeDee Lamb all season, who has helped get CeeDee Lamb his biggest season yet, there's no way that Green Bay finna come in here and do nothing to us. And Dak Prescott gave that team 14 points.
Really, 20 points. Remember, that first drive, they were 3 and out.
Hey, Fitz, I'm glad you brought that up earlier, because everybody gets so angry when we talk about a specific player. I'm not just talking about Dak Prescott. I'm talking about anybody that they like. But as soon as they hear it from us, it's a problem. But we don't get on here and just make up stories just to make ourselves look good. I don't care. The writing is on the wall. All you got to do is read it. All you got to do is watch. The Dallas Cowboys are giving you a cheat sheet on how they really are. It's not us. Don't go knock on our door. Don't get mad at us. Get mad at the Cowboys. That same energy you got with us, if you agree, disagree, whatever, you get that same energy. Get in your car or hop on a plane, wherever you are, go knock on their door and get pissed off at them. Because all we do is tell exactly what we've seen. What we've seen. I say this every time we lose in corner, fifth, check. I'm telling you, every time we lose, I cam up. I face up. I face the world. I have 1,000 people. I have 1,000 people in the comment section on my live stream. Damn near over 1,000 people. And I cam up. I don't punk out. I cam up. And I talk about exactly what I see. Exactly. I don't just make up stuff just to be I'm gonna get all like Dak and all this stuff. I talk about the defense. I talk about the offense. I talk about the coaching, the lack of coaching. I talk about everything, every damn thing to the goddamn Cowboys. I'm insulted. I'm talking about. We talk about, when we get on here, we talk about what we've witnessed. We don't just make up stuff just to put somebody down. I don't know Dak personally. I don't care about him like that. All I care about is us winning games and winning Super Bowls. And I review. My reaction is what we've all just seen. Now, if you get pissed off at that, that's between you and your God. I can't help you on that. I can't do it. That's something you got to figure out how to, those demons you got to figure out how to maintain on your own. But we talk about champs, corner, fifth. We talk about exactly what we've seen. Bottom line, there is no ifs, ands, or buts. We don't make up shit just to put somebody down, just to make our channel look like, oh man, watch my show. We're the true round table. All that elementary bullshit. We don't do none of that. We left that shit years ago. We don't do shit like that no more because we don't care about that. All we care about is the betterment of the Dallas Cowboys. I could care less about how many Dak Prescott fans are out there and want to lick his bald hairs and all that shit. I could care less about, people happy Zeke is back or they're not happy Zeke is back. I don't care about, we got Zimmer or he's back, all this shit. I don't care about none of that. CD, we got to get him signed. I don't, either he's going to play or not. All we care about, all we talk about is what we've seen. If you go back, guys. I made 1 million videos protecting Dak Prescott, in denial about it. I made 1 million videos. Go back, please. Dallas Cowboy fan 1980, and go look through the years. Go look and see how many videos I've made protecting this man, protecting him. Now I can't. You at school, you fight. I'm protecting you from the bullies. One day you gotta fight for yourself. One day. I can't keep fighting for you. Like I tell my boys, my oldest boy, he's 14. He's a freshman in high school now.
Time flying, man.
I said, I gotta let up now. I said, you'll be a man in 4 years. I gotta let up. You gonna be on your own. I can't protect you no more. You gotta fight your own battles. Dak Prescott has to fight his own battles. We are so tired of babysitting this punk ass. God forgive me, I'm sorry. We are so tired of babysitting this dude. I'm tired of it. That's a grown man. He's a grown man. Why am I protecting somebody that choke every time I drop him off at school? He gets scared. He's scared of the bully. Soon the playoffs come, oh shit, what I do, coach? What you mean what you do, man? Get out there. Say, man, we trying to win. If you ain't ready to play, man, you can get your ass on the side. Go let an old high school field. Get your ass off this $100,000 charter bus and get on that old school bus. See, they forget when they get that money, they forget real quick. See, I'm old school. Players back in the day, they earned their contracts. They don't earn them no more. All they want to do is get on these damn yoga commercials, these Energizer Bunny commercials, sleep number commercials. Once they get that foot and they go, it's a wrap. They don't care, man. They don't care like we do. All 5 of us on this panel, they don't care like we do, man. See, we get up in the morning, we go to work. See what I'm talking about? That's the difference. They don't. They all right. They go into their mansions, they yachts and they helicopters and all that stuff. I got to say this every time because I got to continue to remind people the reality of football.
Professional football.
That's what it is.
Football. Yeah.
As long as we spending our money and we, buying them jerseys and going to them games, they fine. They doing all right. But guess what we got to do? We got to go home, get in that traffic. Motherfuckers, they drunk, they half drunk. They fighting in the stands and shit. We got to go home that way. They get to sneak through the back door because they rich. You see what I'm saying? Let's not forget the message, man. Like, I'm dead serious. Don't let that star pump y'all's head up and let you forget what's really going on. Because that's what's really going on. They don't care, man. They haven't cared in almost 30 years. And it's soon. My dad said this years ago. He said, you know what to do? Stop going to them damn games. See what happened. Because see, in the 80s, the Texas Stadium, I was there. They had paper bags over their heads. That time where we sucked, it stayed damn near empty. So Jerry was like, oh, I gotta get these fans back. I gotta get money. He told us, he said, hey, the city of Dallas is losing $1 million cash a day. A day. That's all he was worried about. He said, okay, hey, Jimmy Johnson, we can get here. We can get the best players in here, bait everybody in, and win a Super Bowl. We can make a dream. And that's what they did. But once he got us all back, once he got us back, and now we fighting amongst each other and scared of somebody else's opinion and all that stuff, he's like, shit, look at these motherfuckers. You say, man, we can still be rich. I can still be a billionaire, and we ain't even gotta win. We ain't even gotta have a number 1 quarterback. We can draft somebody in the 4th, 5th, 6th round and make it look like he, put some pieces around him, have a good offensive line. This was Romo's team. So we already got this. Is just add water team. That was a Super Bowl team right there. 14, that was that year. When they took the Dez Bryant catch away from us, oh yeah, that was it. But somebody said, no, we got to pull the cord on that. No, let's not do that. See, let's bait them in. one more time. And he got us now. So now they just doing this puppets. And now look what we're doing. We fight. Oh, well, Dak Prescott, man. Man. Say, Dak, you can go ahead and roll on out, bro. Or whoever else that don't want to show up. The Dallas, what I call them, Dallas magicians, the Dallas Temptations. That's what we are. That's what we are, the Dallas magicians. Because guess what? When it's time, guess what they do? They disappear. I can't find nobody. Where they at? Where all the one-handed catches from CeeDee Lamb? Where all that at? Where's Michael Parsons coming around here and sacking? Hey, he get bullied the whole damn season. He put his ass back at linebacker for somebody to toss him up. But what do I know? I'm just a fan.
Say, a Cowboys corner. Put that guy Deluxe comment on talking about the 49ers haven't won a ring.
All right. 49ers haven't won a ring. Right there. There it is.
Okay. The problem, they had won a ring in 30 years, but they went to 2 Super Bowls. Yes, they lost them, both to the Chiefs, but they went to the damn Super Bowl. Cowboys haven't done that in 30 years. Cowboys haven't even sniffed the NFC Championship in 30 years. That's the big difference. They have a real GM. Cowboys got one that's pretending to be one. This is why everybody on this panel is the way we are with this damn team. Every year, the same idiot GM bring hope and promises. 85% of the Kool-Aid drinking fans drink it up, and then once we get disappointed, then they'll say, "I'm not a Cowboy fan no more." But the cycle starts all back over again.
Mm-hmm.
Until the fans stop going to the games, stop buying jerseys, stop putting so much emphasis on this trash, things will change. And the only thing that can change right now is Steven and Jerry get out of the way and hire a real football man to run the football operation of this team.
That's not going to change because they've used our loyalty against
Exactly.
us. They've used, you ain't loyal, man. If you ain't, they a lot of fans don't even realize that shit, man. They so deep and they let that shit get to them so much, they don't even realize that they've used our loyalty against us. That you get what I'm saying? We can win without even winning. They winning, man. We ain't. They use our loyalty.
And it's the fans. It's the 85% Kool-Aid drinking fans. You know the one that drink that little blue?
I'm gonna get out of here, man.
All right, today. Thanks for coming on, brother. We're about to do some last thoughts here anyway, so appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir. Y'all take it easy, man.
All right, man. Good night, man.
All right, man. Yeah.
I'm going too, man. I just had to jump back on. All right, have a good night, man.
Yep. Brando's sharing the link. Big fan, man. Appreciate you coming on here. I don't want you to feel like we were trying to, it's a Dak conversation full of non-Dackers, I guess if you want to call it that way. So I don't want you to feel like, I'm sorry if you felt disrespected.
I knew what I was getting into as soon as I clicked the link. As soon as I got verbally assaulted for a comment, I knew what I was getting into before I clicked the link. Man, first of all, thanks for even putting the link out. Let me come on your show. I know you come on our show a lot. You support us and everything, and I do appreciate that. Matter of fact, I just started following 1980. I started following Fifth Quarter. All of them. I'm a supporter. If you're a Cowboy fan and you got Cowboy content, I'm always going to support you. But all I got to say, these are my final thoughts. We all got a difference of opinion about America's team. And my opinion is basically support the leader of the team, and that's Dak Prescott. I think if the Cowboy fans continuously just dog him out. How can he get better up here and then better on the field? Because just, I always say that grass ain't always greener on the other side. All right. And hey, bro, appreciate you again. I know you about to end the show. I'll see you Tuesday night when I throw the link out. All right, fam.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
All right, man. Hey, everybody, man. My man Mike, Cowboy Corner, is the man. I'm telling you. I love him. Mike, I will talk to you soon, baby.
Yeah. Brando shared the Cowboy Up podcast link right there. If you guys want to subscribe to Chris, the big fella, Cowboy Up podcast, they do awesome content. Armando 21, Rue, Mikey, the big fella. They have special guests on like Senator Brock Hoffman, so you guys, go subscribe to them. Seriously, they're one of my good buddies. And we met just right here on social media. I don't even know how I came across them, to be honest with you.
I think you came across me on Gary's show, the Cowboy Up podcast. Cowboy Huddle podcast, and then also on TikTok. I'm Dallas Cowboy Chris on TikTok also. So yeah, man. Hey, love the show, man. Hey, you almost went 3 hours, man. I mean, that's when you got juice on the show, when you can talk Cowboys for 3 hours there.
Oh, we can go longer too, but hey, we'll be going 3 hours tomorrow. I'll be streaming the game, obviously not the game, but streaming my thoughts on the game. We'll have a panel. It'll be open for anybody that wants to come on and talk. If you want to laugh at me if Trey Lance throws 3 interceptions, the floor is yours to laugh at me if Trey Lance throws 3 interceptions. So that's just the nature of it. But I'm looking forward to some preseason ball tomorrow. I'm looking at these wide receivers, this O-line, these linebackers, these corners, so many good things that we're looking at tomorrow. And we'll be streaming it right here on Cowboys Corner.
Hey, one other thing before I go. When you watch the game tomorrow, watch the running back we should have drafted. Blake Corum. You watch Blake. All right, Corner, I'll talk to you soon, baby.
Yeah, guys. Thank you guys, everyone that came in and joined up. The big fella, the Cowboy Up podcast. We had fifth quarter Cowboys champ, OG. We had Dallas Cowboy fan 1980. Cowboys blog tried to join up, but he had some technical difficulties. So appreciate you guys. Couldn't do it without you. Talking Crazy's growing every week, and it's just a platform where I could talk to you guys. But I'll see you guys during the preseason game tomorrow. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys Corner? Peace. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go, Cowboys.